welcome back to the land of dreams and nightmares. I am your Dungeon Master, Esper. Let's introduce the chaps. We'll go in alphabetical order as usual. Go ahead.
So, as always, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Carderock Hawkness, the noble knight-errant bard paladin multi-class monstrosity level 10 human person.
Dennis, you're on mute.
You're muted.
Sorry, screwed it up already. Hi guys, my name's Dennis, and I play Lykar Telvantis, the level 10 Storm Sorcerer.
Hello, I am Robin. I play the Arcane Trickster Rogue, and I'm level 9, almost level 10. 2 more milestones. Esper, I want my milestones this session.
Oh, they're coming.
I am Vincent. I play Drake Fell, the monk rogue.
And I'm Warsor, and I play Captain Noxiqual, the human Hexblade Warlock, level 10.
All right, welcome back, guys. In the prior session, you all finished fighting your way down into the depths of the spider's den below Rockhurst Odd, the pirate town, we'll call it. And after slaying a number of these intelligent, magical spider beings, you pretty well drove off the stragglers. You found the sealed vault of Grist Reed, the old pirate who founded Rockhurst Odd, and surprisingly, the seal of the vault bore an image of a knight in stylized, severely shaped armor with a palm out as such. There we go. And the mask of his masked helm resembled none other than the Masked One, the patron of Captain Noxiqual, the Warlock. It appears that somehow, some way, this was sealed off. And as the legends tell of old Grist Reed, he and his men and some of the original inhabitants of this settlement disappeared. So what happened there? All you know is there came a great fluttering of wings. You all hightailed it out of the spider's cave, resealed it, and you got back onto the ship. You got back onto the Storm's Eye.
Mm-hmm.
You're now off seeking the sunken shipwreck of the Siren's Kiss.
I get that hand that fits in that open door.
Or we have to cut it off ourselves.
Robin, I'm going to need you to take one for the team.
So as you all might remember, this is
This one agrees.
Sorry, go
This
on.
is the ship that Drake Fell was originally on as he fled the grand metropolis archipelago of Basagon for Drekengrim, and there was this catastrophe with an attack from something. Was it a kraken? Was it Dagon, the deep drinker himself? Some suspect so. And in his desperate hour, the Masked One contacted Drake Fell, who slipped through a shadow portal and came through the dimension door of Captain Noxiqual, therefore encountering the party and joining up with them. And finally, you have located the Siren's Kiss, this smashed wreckage of some manner of galley down there, some 200 feet beneath the waves. And it is cold. It is frigid, cold, stormy winter weather that continues to reek and harry upon Drekengrim. You all dove right in like brave, adventurous characters.
I got my cloak. It keeps me warm.
I have a cloak too.
Yeah. So you all dove right into the water, dealing with frigid temperatures, and
We made our saves.
down.
We made our saves all stream. It's okay.
Oh no, you didn't. We're going to get to that here in just 1 second. So there's a great cave. You believe this was Deep Drinker's lair or one of his lairs, and there are a few shipwrecks within some miles radius of this cave. You identify the Siren's Kiss, which is the newest of the shipwrecks, and you are making your way towards it.
when
you are picking your way through flotsam and debris and wreckage chunks floating in the water, trying to get a better look at it, when the pieces of the wreck start to form together. Planks and bits of rope and other chunks of debris, dead flesh, mariners drowned and pallid, all congealing together into some manner of undead, ghastly thing that is easily twice the size of a living man. We would start this encounter off with a Constitution saving throw against cold. Does anyone have cold resistance by chance?
Do we get advantage if we have have a cloak?
No.
Oh, okay.
if you have cold resistance, you'll get advantage on this saving throw. If you have immunity to cold, you don't even have to make the saving throw.
I have advantage on being charmed and
don't forget that you have advantage
all right.
on your inspiration.
Each of you,
want to.
brave fools. There's the grips of frigid, icy northern water
That's good.
beating all over you.
This is a Constitution save, you said?
Indeed.
Oh, mine's decent.
I got an 18.
I got a 14. It's like average.
Oh, dang it, my dice are not working for me today.
Uh-oh.
That's right, Drake. That's right, Drake. Freeze to death.
They worked great
We don't
when I
need you to
DM'd last night, but no, now they're just like, no.
What about Lykar?
You're muted again, man.
Sorry, my son was running in the vacuum in the background. I didn't want you to hear that. I got a 16.
Okay, and Carderock.
Card sitting on a 17.
Okay. Robin and Drake have failed the check. You each suffer a level of exhaustion. At the first stage of exhaustion, you have disadvantage on ability checks, not attacks, not saving throws, but ability checks, skills, essentially. And it feels like as you stay down here for longer, this is going to continue sapping, and everybody's going to have to make some checks. However, there is a more immediate threat.
Yeah.
In this undead shipwreck monster. Let's go to that.
Would you like initiative?
Yes, please.
All right.
Let me use a different dice. That dice has already failed me tonight.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pulling out all my dice. We need some for you.
Dice has failed. I didn't roll well, but I still have a 15 because I have +5 initiative.
No, yeah, those with the exhaustion do have disadvantage on this. It's an ability check.
So I roll again.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That was going to be well.
I kind of want to use my inspiration, but I feel like I should not do it for initiative.
You're gonna say your inspiration, okay?
Yeah, I got the second roll was a nat 1, so I have a 6, which is fantastic. Drake beat me. What did? Oh man, did you roll like a 3?
Who's got high?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
Card has a 19.
Card, what is your dexterity score?
His dexterity score is an 11.
After 19?
I got a 5.
Guys, we're all gonna die.
I like the picture that you used for the shipwreck.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you. I'll zoom in on it. Who's after 19 on initiative? 18, 17, 16.
I have a 13.
Okay.
Wait, what did
I'm just missing Drake's.
8.
Okay, got it. Yes, let's actually quickly mention this creature. I have to give a quick shout out and a thanks. Oh, that's not the greatest of artwork. Here, let me actually get the entire artwork pulled up. And I'm going to mention the person who gave me this concept.
Wait, was it one of the viewers? Is one of the viewers the reason we're gonna die? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I mean, when you die, Robin.
Find out who this
I
viewer
thought-
was.
I thought you loved us.
Yes, there we are. So this is the monster that you all are facing. The concept of this monster came from Mikhail Kjelgren. Please excuse me if I've mispronounced your name there, sir. He gave me this concept. He is a patron on my Patreon. site. I put a link in the description of the video. Anyone who's interested, check that out. I do 2 monthly drawings of patrons to give me concepts, and I take your concept and I do art. I make the stat block. I make lore for it, and it might just end up fighting the characters in this campaign. So thank you very much, Mikhail from. Oh my goodness, I think he's from Norway or Sweden. He actually got to meet Matt Mercer recently at a convention.
Nice.
So we can also blame Matt
That's
Mercer
kinda
for
cool.
our death.
Yeah, congrats to that.
Indirectly.
Oh, you guys.
Have I placed you all in the correct ordering? I've got the rogues in front, or I have the monk and the arcane trickster in front.
Robin's supposed to be right next to the creature because you know how he is. He wants to always upshow Drake's, like he'll be right next to the creature so he takes all the damage.
Okay, can I just point something out? I mean, like, yeah, this makes sense in terms of our locations, but both Drake and I failed the con save.
So you're, experiencing shrinkage.
All
You
right.
got it.
Let us commence with the encounter. The first thing that happens is you hear muffled wails and moans. And from the hull of the wreckage come specters of dead and drowned sailors.
Oh boy, it's not alone. Uh-oh. Hey.
I mean, to be fair,
The Mer
they
Queen,
need this.
the Mer Queen's influence
Ooh.
is throughout these waters.
My God, shoot a fireball at them. It'll kill them all.
Oh, okay.
All is under the pall of Amarantha, the Mer Queen, the lich who slumbers beneath her water castle and has her grip across the land. These specters appear as such, and they make their way through the water. So we'll say they've moved their speed to get where they're at, and we'll do some dash type maneuvering.
By the way, this is probably, I probably shouldn't ask this question, but like, can Carderock see? Because is it dark?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
We covered this last time. We had a light source, didn't we?
Did
Could've
we?
swore that
I thought that
cast light.
was no. That was in the cave, I think.
Yeah, but casting light on a rock. Like,
Okay. I was just curious.
all right.
That works if we have the light.
I don't recall, but would somebody have cast light on
I think that would make sense.
Carderock's
Yeah,
sword?
that we would've done that.
This far under the water, it's going to be probably dark, though dark vision helps.
Yeah.
I think that we would have cast light somewhere. Like that just makes sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't require
On Carderock's
concentration.
sword?
Yeah, seems good.
Yep. And Carderock, you donned leather armor to come down here, is that right?
I cast mage armor on him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You cast mage armor on him. That's what it was. Everybody except Carderock is wearing a cloak of the manta ray, and Carderock, you what are you using?
He's chugging down water breathing potions.
Yeah,
And you're just swimming by merit of your own athleticism?
essentially, yes.
Very well. A brave soul you are.
Brave, dumb, and vain who wanted to pay for a fancy, expensive cloak that's nowhere near ready yet.
Carderock, one of the ghastly specters is reaching out towards you. How do you react to that?
Lovely. Am I going before it?
It is your turn.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I would like to go ahead and just respond with a simple melee attack, which is 2 attacks, because I am of at least 6th level and of a class that gets a second attack. So the first regular attack.
What weapon do you wield?
I am wielding Joy, the now glowing with light spell magic sword of mine. Which is
Longsword?
Yes, the long sword of...
You do have disadvantage on longsword attacks.
Okay.
Oof.
Specifically to this, or...
Because you're swimming and you do not possess a aquatic swimming speed.
Good to know. So, with disadvantage... Oh, I rolled a 9 and a 7, so this is going to be a 15 total.
You slash the specter.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop a smite on that, because undead things don't like those, if I remember correctly. Specifically, do I want first level or do I want a second? Yeah, I might as well burn a second level slot. I have more of those at the moment to bump that up to. And it's an undead creature, correct?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Gonna see if 4d8 of damage is overkill on a specter. That's going to be, well, rolled kind of low. So 14 damage just from the smite, and then the regular attack itself is going to be a 8. So a total of 22.
Carderock, your sword flares as you slash through the specter and you rend the evil spirit in twain. An echo resounds through the fathoms. Drake, you even notice, you can recognize some of these sailors, vaguely so, ones that
I was going to ask
in
if I
aboard the
recognize
ship.
any of these guys.
Yes, you do. You didn't know any of them personally, but you recognize them from being crewmen.
Okay.
All right. So a second attack, I'm guessing, is possible against any of these that are diagonally next to me, right?
Indeed.
So I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at the one that's next to Robin.
Yes.
So disadvantage again is actually not going to help or hinder me there because I rolled 2 16s. So that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yes, most certainly.
All right. And I might as well... Do I want to burn my last first level spell slot on a smite, or do I want to waste another second? I'll burn the first level on that one. Since I don't feel like that's... yeah. All right, so the just sword damage is going to be a 12, and then the 3d8 from the smite against an undead creature. It's going to roll a lot better than last time, and is going to do 15. So a total of 27.
Mm-hmm. You have vanquished yet another of the specters. It shrieks into the depths and is gone.
Thanks, Carderock.
The undead shipwreck conglomerate sends out snaking tendrils of rigging, and tangles of rope go slinking serpentine through the water towards this brave paladin who is vanquishing the specters. Make a dexterity saving throw, O Carderock.
Dex, you said?
Indeed.
With any special things about it, or just a dex save?
Just a dex save.
Okay. Alrighty, that's a good one. Hopefully. That is going to be a non-natural 20.
Most excellent. You avoid the slinking grasp of the rope, and it kind of reels back in to the undead creature without you in tow. And it will reposition swimming like.
Ha! And what did you think you were going to do with that?
Perhaps to hear. As this thing moves, the floating debris and chunks of flotsam surround it as though an aura. Within 30 feet of the monster, it's difficult terrain for anyone who's swimming. Also, it provides half cover against any target that is more than 5 feet away from you. So if you're right next to a thing, there's not enough stuff in the way to bother you. But if it's beyond that, you're attacking or firing through little chunks. It will move to there, I believe. Let me make sure. And it will make slam attacks against dear Carderock. 2 of them to be precise.
It really doesn't like you.
24 and 17.
Yeah, without my armor, those will both hit. Oh, wait, actually, with mage armor...
It's 13 plus dexterity.
13 plus that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, those are both hit.
Have you been stricken?
Quite. Well, we'll see how badly.
All right. It slams into you, dealing a total of 25, 32, 39 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Oof.
That's
Well, that
two
burns through my
slams.
temporary hit points. And then some.
Carderock, you're bleeding out of places you shouldn't be bleeding out of.
A second conglomerate forms from the other chunk of the wreck.
There's another one.
Somehow I think this is Robin's fault.
No.
Get your
Well,
shit together.
whether it is or it isn't, he just might pay for it. As the snaking... Oh, no, that's Drake, actually. Snaking rope goes towards Drake Fell. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Everything is like just attacking
Natural one.
sides of
Okay.
Robin.
Drake, you are bound up in rope. You are restrained.
Okay.
It pulls you next to its ghastly, disgusting undead countenance and will attack with slams as well.
Oh wait, is he considered grappled here?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm not worried.
To hit, we have 24
Yep.
and even higher.
Okay.
The Shadow Monk has been stricken with the walloping slams of the Shipwreck.
Don't worry, Drake. Robin might come and help you.
29 bludgeoning damage.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see, it swam 15 feet. You can drag someone at half speed, so it'll go at half speed, just going back a little bit, trying to pull you into this.
It was 29, you said?
Yes. Noxiqual.
Just had to find my mute button.
Noxiqual.
Yeah. Well, I really want to go after one of these things, but unfortunately, Lykar is about to get double tapped by those specters.
Yeah.
Wait, was that you, Lykar, that said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. You can deal with the specters then. I point at the one that Drake said. I'm like, you guys, Robin, Carderock, take that one. I'll deal with this one.
I'm right, Captain.
Being us take the one on our left, and you'll take the one on our right where Drake is.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you just said. I call upon my connection with the masked one, and my sword's eye actually snaps open as the blade turns to smoky mist, even underwater into shadow. And I am going to swim diagonally between the specter and guard at the good thing. Sure. I was actually going to go just one diagonal, but yeah, that'd be best.
You said
And
there's
then-
difficult terrain within 30 feet?
Indeed.
I have a swim speed of 60.
Okay, yeah. I was just also checking for myself for...
Yep.
Yep.
And then, so bonus action to turn my thing into Shadow Blade, and now I'm attacking this thing twice. I assume
Right.
that this area is dim or darkness down here in the water.
It's dark, though you're next to Carderock, whose sword is brilliant within, what is the radius on the light spell, 20 or 30 feet?
Okay. Well, assuming that this counts as dim light conditions down here, I would assume that because I assume it's dark and his turns it dim, then I get advantage.
Within 20 or 30 feet of Carderock is bright.
20 or 30 feet.
I don't know the light spell. It's 20 or 30 foot radius from Carderock is bright.
Okay, that's a lot of light coming off him. I'm going to go ahead and still attack it anyway. So, tell me, does a 19 and a 21 hit?
Both are hits.
All right. Let's see, not a great roll on that. That's 22 psychic damage on the first attack. 27 psychic damage on the second attack.
All right. It's a total of 49.
So 27 and 22. Yes.
And the light cantrip is bright light for 20 feet and dim light for 20 feet.
No worries.
You strike the shipwreck with the Shadow Blade Sombris, dealing excruciating psychic damage to it. It writhes in the water, though does not come apart or is not undone. What is after Noxiqual? Drake.
Okay.
Wrapped up in a
Drake shadow stepping.
shadow step.
So this is why I'm not worried about getting into a bind as long as it's dark enough. He can just shadow step right out of it. And he's going to shadow step 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yes, the shadow step. The monks.
Yeah. Okay.
Bullshit.
You move the map, so I got to recount. Give me a second.
Damn it, Esper. It's his plan all along.
Okay, so he's just going to jump pretty much straight diagonally on the opposite side of the other creature from Noxiqual.
To the lower right?
The bottom left.
To the lower left?
Yeah.
How far do you want to go?
Oh, no. So the creature that Noxiqual just attacked, the Shipwreck, he's going to be on the opposite side of it from Noxiqual.
He wants to be flanking that creature.
Yeah, flanking.
Okay, like that?
Yeah.
Sure. I think you're probably just outside the radius of bright light there.
Yeah, I was doing the math, and I just undid.
You
But I
disappear
figured he
from
would-
the grips of the rope and reappear on the other side of the first shipwreck.
I also
the
figured-
shipwreck casts a shadow.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was figuring that creature was casting a shadow that I can come out of, and then do an attack on its back. Now, would this be an attack with advantage because it's flanking?
Well,
You get advantage from shadow step. You get +2 to hit from the flanking.
Okay. Okay, so all that. 27 to hit.
You easily strike this congealed mass of seaweed and planks.
Okay. I need another d6. Okay, so the first strength. Not the best, but I can use that. All. So that's 13 points of damage. And we're going to make. I'm going to spend a key point to try to make it a stunning strike.
Most excellent. Constitution saving throw.
That's a wisdom, I believe.
Con.
Oh, well, okay.
There's a monk in my home campaign. Oh, the number of things he's stunned. It has a 12 con.
That does not succeed. It is stunned.
The creature goes a bit stiff and limp and dazed.
Okay.
I'm just
going-
picturing you like punching this thing somehow and like shadow energy just like electrocuting it.
Yeah, just spreads out and wraps around it.
Kung Fu break a rotted board out of its midsection.
All right, so I'm
Necrotic
going to make
energy going
another
crazy.
attack. Now, with it stunned, that should give me attack advantage, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Not as good. 6. 15.
You strike something solid, and the attack doesn't really damage it.
Okay. That is. Trying to think if I should spend another key point for Fury of Blows. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to spend another key point for Fury of Blows.
Alas, you used your bonus action for the
Oh,
shadow.
that's right. I did the shadow step.
But I think you can still make. Nope, you used your.
No, I
bonus.
already did my 2 attacks.
Let's move this along to Robin.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna move to the left a bit, like sort of where Noxiqual is.
Right up with him.
Yeah. Oh no, that's Card. That's not me.
Yeah.
Oh dear, what have I done?
So like I want to be still in range of like within 5 feet of this thing though.
Yep.
So like not there, just a little bit more to the left if possible. Yeah, like right there. And then I'll attack this thing with my rapier. So I'll start poking at seaweed. Yeah. This is bad. 13?
You should have advantage. This done. If you
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so okay. Sorry.
That is true.
That's still not that great. That's still, let's see. That should win. That's a 23.
Oh, yeah.
Or a 20, sorry, a 22.
Yes.
All right, cool. And then this is, so one of my teammates is, so I get sneak attack. So that's 3, 4, 5d6, and then a d8. Yeah, rogue things. Oh, I dropped a dice. All right, that's 3, 5, 7, 9, 15, 21 plus 5. So that's 26 damage.
You stab.
Oh, yeah, 26 damage. Sorry.
You stab the rapier into the chunks of debris and rope and seaweed and boards and brass fittings, and it does not seem to skewer very well like a normal target would. It resists the piercing damage. You deal 13 instead of 26. You have a bonus action to take.
Yeah, I'll use my
Oh, it doesn't resist that most likely? That's Spectre.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there like any place that like I'd be able to hide in this area? I don't think so. With the cunning action.
Not where you're just standing right there.
Okay, I'll just use the disengage then.
Or like, rocky bits and ship chunks.
I'll use my disengage then to go up to where Lykar is to maybe give him some backup if needed.
Okay, let's see. You were right here initially, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
and I have 60 feet of swimming.
60 feet. Okay, so that's used up 20. You disengage, and you want to be there?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, Lykar, you've just seen all of this happen. What do you do?
Well, when Drake moved there, he kind of killed my area effect plans, but I think I'm just going to cast.
You can throw a fireball. I can tank that.
I don't think
fireball underwater. Really?
I was about to say, I do want to point out that we are underwater.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm just. If it's an area effect, Drake can dodge it.
Right. Well, I think I'm just going to. What's one square? Is that 10 feet?
5 feet. If you can make out the squares, they're 5 feet each.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only 10 feet if you're moving within 30 feet.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, but just let me know if I need to like measure something out, and I can.
Okay, I just was curious what a square was. I think my spell does a. Well, it's only a 10-foot radius. I think I'm just going to cast Shatter. Because I don't think.
Are you targeting the Shipwreck or the specters?
I think we can target the specters.
Okay, the two that are here by you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can probably make an explosion. Oh, it's a 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
Yeah. There must be some way, right? Like this?
Yeah, somehow.
Can you get it without hitting Nox? Yeah, you probably can. So there's a blast of thunder, a great booming clap from under the water. The specters make a Constitution saving throw. Not exactly what they're known for.
88.
I've got a 20, actually, and a 7.
One yes, one no. So 7, 6, 13, 17 total damage.
17. Okay, so 17 to the one that failed, and 8 to the one that succeeded. All right, so there's a blast. It didn't destroy them, but it seemed like it certainly affected them noticeably.
Any
other tricks up your sleeve?
Well, let's see. I think I can use a because now I'm level 10. I got another meta magic. I have that quicken spell.
Quicken spell, very well. So you can cast a cantrip. You just can't cast another full-on spell.
Sure. I think maybe a Ray of Frost would be okay. Would that work underwater?
You can certainly use it underwater.
Okay. Because yes, I don't know how acid splash.
You by this point you are aware that specters resist cold, though. If that would give you pause.
All I have left is
you know that thunder is good. Radiant and force are great. Psychic works pretty well too. Do you have any of those?
No, all I have is
resistant to thunder as well.
acid splash and then Ray of Frost.
Sure. Yeah, being kind of wispy ghost things that they are, getting cold is not as harmful to them as a regular person.
Cast an acid spell underwater, or would that kind of dissipate the acid?
Well, they resist acid naturally.
Well, we'll just do the Ray of Frost then.
Yep. Okay. So it's, I think, 2 sorcery points, and as a bonus action, you fire a quickened Ray of Frost at the one that got affected fully by the thunder.
25?
Oh, yes. It is quite a hit.
Okay. So that does 2d8. 6 and, well, it's halfway on my keyboard. 7. 13?
You destroy the specter.
Cool.
It worked. Oh, it worked. The one here that just got blasted by you in a vengeful fury swipes at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Robin is a little mad that you made the water around him slightly more cold. So
there you go.
Funny. Nice.
Natural 1, so that is a miss. This one here is going to move to Harry Noxiqual. Make a dexterity saving throw, Captain Nox.
Yep. There's something that I was just remembering for this. Give me a second. I have some sort of ability that relates to that.
Shield?
Shield was what I was thinking. I could do shield. I will not do shield. I should be alright.
Yeah, just wait to see if it would hit you.
Yeah, so let's see. 13 plus 4 is 17.
You evade it. The deathly grasp of the specter swipes past you. It is Carderock Harkness's go.
Got this.
You're muted, Card.
Yeah. So, slightly important question. How these things are mostly made out of wood and seaweed and not an appreciable amount of metal, right?
Definitely more wood than metal. Yeah.
So, just common sense would say that a spell like heat metal wouldn't really do anything to these guys. Okay.
I think the thing that would deter from the heat metals that they're underwater. That gives you pause in using that particular spell.
Right. Well, it doesn't require combustion. But anyway, that aside, I think he's going to swim around Noxiqual to the space right to the left of him.
Are you able to? You have really slow speed, right?
It is slow going.
Right. So he's also going to invoke a blade flourish as part of his College of Swords Bard abilities. So that add 10 feet to his movement. So is that, I'm assuming
you could probably get to there. You're swimming and you're going through the difficult terrain.
All right. And as part of the blade flourish, he's going to add an inspiration die to his weapon damage. And if this hits, you better believe he's going to be smiting. So
Nice.
first attack
So you
with
have
disadvantage.
kind of a straight roll here, as it's a mix of disadvantage and advantage from the stun.
Oh, really? Okay.
Still stunned. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So
stunned
the
until
first
my
attack-
turn.
All right. The first attack then is a 22.
Most definitely a
24?
hit.
Yeah. 8 plus 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna go all out and pop off a 4th level smite on that. So the weapon damage alone, including the inspiration die worth of damage, is going to be, oh boy. Okay, so that are 23, and then 68 from. So we got plus 13 is 36, plus another one is
Oh, is Card? Oh, I think Card disconnected. Maybe.
Oh no, he's done.
Yeah.
Blasted himself.
Yeah, I
I
just saw
heard
him,
dice and then nothing.
yeah, I just saw him sitting there. At first, I thought he was contemplating. I was like, wait a second, this is a little bit too much contemplating.
Yeah.
Yes, he's still contemplating.
He has been afflicted by.
Carderock, why are you not moving? Is everything all right?
Oh,
Unfortunately, it seems water breathing potions were not up to standards.
yeah.
They watered them down.
Told them my name was. Well, this was his moment of glory. It's a shame that he's not.
It sounded like he had at least 30-something
He's
points
on
of damage.
He's on the
Is he on the Discord chat?
Yeah. He said, if I did my math right, the
said
total is
59,
59.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Carderock's sword blazes with divine glory, and the head of the creature is severed from the mass. It itself goes off in like this steaming bubble of white flame disintegrating away. The creature discongeals and is utterly destroyed, just reduced to chunks that are sizzling in holy flame in the water.
Nice.
Let's see what the other one does in lieu of the great destruction wrought upon its counterpart.
Run like a bitch.
It should be scared of us, Esper, obviously.
The creature knows no fear, and it presses forward, seeking
Attacks Robin.
vengeance.
On Robin.
Yeah.
Yes, go after Robin.
Robin is the team whipping boy, it seems.
Nice.
Well, we need Carderock here to make the dexterity saving throw against the rope.
Let's go on that. Okay, I can ask him to do it.
Yeah, see what he can get on a dexterity saving throw.
I feel he's really bad at dex saves, right?
I think Card still had a second attack, just so you know.
That is
Like he-
true. That is
I think
true.
he was going to kill the other Spectre.
Yes.
We can do that after this too. Also,
All right, well, let's see what he says on Discord. All right, so it looks like he's going to attack the Spectre, and then on the second Shipwreck's turn, he'll make the dexterity saving throw.
he's typing.
Okay. So.
He messaged back what we were saying, but then he didn't actually roll for the dex save.
All right, so let's
You said
Let's-
nat 20. He's showing us a nat 20 that he rolled.
Okay, well, he has
That's
disadvantage on the attack roll. So let's see if he does end up hitting.
Oh yeah.
Well, that might have been the dex roll. He didn't say which one it was. No, is that
He
the
is- Carderock has been cast into the nether realm.
That's brutal. Oh, he'll be back. He's restarting his computer or something. I guess something froze up completely. I've
The
been
attack
there.
with disadvantage is an 18,
That should.
All right. That's
and he rolled a 10 and 11 on. Okay, so
okay.
oh,
So the
okay,
attack,
so the 20 was
is
the
an
dex.
18, which that hits the specter.
The 20 was the dex roll.
The 20 was the dex roll. Okay.
Yeah.
So sounds like he's going to be hitting the specter and evading the rope.
Yeah, because he said that you rolled a 10 and 11 on the attack
see.
thing. Yeah.
Yep. That spectrum probably is dead.
Most likely.
We'll
He's
see.
probably rolling his damage now. He's typing.
Well, it seems a little bit funny that Carderock can't be attacked because he's like been.
He says he did 9
damage. Nothing from the blade flourish and no spite on this.
Okay, so 9 damage to the specter.
Mm.
Yes, and does anyone know his AC? It's like 15, I believe.
I'm not sure.
Maybe 16 if he has a protection cloak.
Well, he gets 13 plus his dex, so whatever his dex is.
The Shipwreck is going to strike out at Carderock. Will it wreak vengeance upon the Paladin? Well, it's got a 10. That's not going to wreak any vengeance. And an 18. I imagine the 18 hits.
He has a 13 dex or AC actually.
Well, it's plus the dex.
No.
He doesn't have dex.
He doesn't have any dex. So it's just
Okay. I thought his
Yeah,
dex-
he has like 11 decks.
Apparently so.
Okay.
All right.
Because I asked him what his dexterity score was at the beginning of the encounter. He tied with the specters.
I don't know.
And I thought he said it was 15. No, he didn't say it was 15. It's 13. Okay, so his AC is like 14. All right, well, he is struck.
No. His AC is 13.
Okay.
According to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is struck for a total of 16 damage. The Shipwreck deals 16 damage to Card. Okay, let's move along. Noxiqual.
All right. Noxiqual focuses on this other shipwreck, and he's gonna swim 5 feet diagonally to get next to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that seems good. And let me just think my bonus action here, how I want to use it. Yes, we're going to go ahead and just... I think I'm just going to attack this thing. Now, question. Card is messing everything up with his light spell that he needs. If I go further away, I'll provoke from the specter, but I can get out of the light if I go on the other side of it.
Yes.
That's fine. Move me away from it. The specter can take a little swipe at me on
Okay.
my dex saving throw.
Go ahead. Make your dex save. Spectre has
I have-
19.
That's going to hit me. I only got a 15.
All right. It deals 11 necrotic damage to you, and make a con save. I think you know what that's all about.
Question, though. Can I choose to have used shield?
Yeah.
Okay, I will use my reaction to have used shield because I
Okay.
had a 15. That would get me to 20.
20, very well. A shield of force springs up from your fingertips at your command, blocking the specter's life-draining grasp.
Just seems good. It'll last until I need it. So, yeah, I'm going to attack this guy with advantage from this side.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. That's going to be 27. And so close to a crit, but 29.
Oh,
on these are-
Carderock is back, by the way. Just needs to be added.
Yep, I'm on it.
All right. Good.
Well, that was the most epic moment I've been absent for.
Let's see.
You'll just have to watch the stream later, and you'll get to hear a wonderful description of how you destroyed that shipwreck.
So I hit it for 28 psychic damage on the first it hit. And then... Ooh, that's a lot of sevens. Let's see. 20...
Did you get
30...
Yahtzee?
Not quite. You made me lose my number. 32.
32 total?
No, 32. Yeah, 32 psychic damage on the second hit.
Okay.
20... What did I say on the first one?
I got it. I got the first one already. Okay.
Cool.
A massive strike against this second shipwreck, and it's writhing in the water before the strokes of your shadowy blade. Drake fell. Drake.
Yeah, sorry, doing math in my head. Okay, so I'm in the light, so... Okay, this is going to sound like kind of reductive, but I'm going to move back diagonally about 10 feet just so I can shadow step onto the other side of this creature.
Okay, do you want to end up like here by Noxiqual?
Yeah, so that way I can get the attack.
All right, so you slink back through the waters, disappear, slipping through shadow, and ending up here.
Yeah. Yeah, just also I can get into the shadows and get that sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 26 to hit.
Oh, most definitely.
All right. Well, that is a nice roll. 15, 19 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay,
let's
strike.
Let's spend a key point to stun it.
Very well. It attempts to resist the stun. The con save. Got a 20.
Yeah, that resists it. All right. All right. Let's just make the second attack then. $18 to hit.
It is a hit.
Okay. And 7 points of damage.
All right. You strike the horror there in the water. You're not able to stun it. However, you do damage the thing. What about Robin? What is he doing?
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to move up to where the big one is, where I can be in flanking range, so I can get advantage on my attack. And this time I'll use my dagger, since the piercing did not do much.
I believe daggers are piercing as well.
Are they piercing? I thought that they could be slashing as well. Let me check. Dagger.
I mean, it makes sense to me, though I suppose they don't really go so deep.
Oh, daggers are piercing. Huh. That's weird. Do I not have a non-piercing weapon?
I don't think so.
Wow. This is great.
What is shadow blood? Hold on, I might just. I
Robin
might
is useless.
No,
And I
it
might-
would
I
be
might-
very useful in
Surprise.
killing
I might use-
shadows.
I might use a shadow blade actually. Let me check. Is that piercing?
No, it's psychic damage.
Psychic.
Are we in darkness right now? as well.
Well, you're not.
Not because you're close enough to Carderock.
Okay, I'll then instead of going there, I'll like move to where Noxiqual is so I can be out of, or I can also be in darkness. But I'll do it where I don't get attacked from reaction, so like move around. If that makes sense.
Okay, so you go
20.
like over here and then come down. Is that?
Yeah, exactly. And I should have
Going around
for it.
I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to go that far. He could just go straight down. You don't provoke
That's true.
attacks
Also, yeah.
by moving in. It's when you leave.
Yeah, it's okay. Either way, I'm not going to move again after this because I have to use my bonus action for the for this spell anyway. So yeah, I use my bonus action to make a Shadow Blade, and then I believe it's 2d8. Okay, cool. And I will have advantage with this. Okay, because I'm in darkness. Awesome. Or dim light. So this is a lot. So this is 13 plus 4. That's 17 plus 5. That's 21. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 21. Does that hit? 21?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, go ahead. That's a hit.
All right, fantastic. This is 2d8, right? So I haven't used Shadow Blade in a while. I don't use it very often. Yeah, 2d8. All right, so this is 2,
You are wanting to curry favor with Noxiqual and his Shadow Blade.
3, 4. Yeah, so 2d8 and 5d6s.
Oh my gosh! It's like Batman and Robin. He's just like you.
Yeah, actually, as I pull the Shadow Blade out, I'm going to sort of give Noxiqual a wink. All right. Oh, this is a lot of 6s and 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 19, 20, 26, 28. And then I also add my dex, I believe. So that's going to be 30, 28, 30, 33 damage.
You strike down the shipwreck. It is destroyed at the Shadow Blade of Robin.
And I just want to say, Noxiqual pointedly ignores you, not noticing you, senpai.
I'm gonna after
Well done. You each achieve a milestone for a wonderful victory against the undead here.
Could it be
There are a couple of specters left, but
We all know specters.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought there was a specter next to me, but
We can hand wave
Lykar
that.
shoots out some lightning and destroys the last one, or the one, and the other one flies off in the water. There's not a chance those two specters are going to.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we
You
just
all-
Eldritch blast them down as they try and retreat.
Captain, you could take a few tips from me with the Shadow Blade. I'm trying to. I don't know. How
I
to
can't
do it.
hear you, Robin. It's like your mouth is moving, but nonsense is coming out.
Oh, sir, that was some kind of a shipwreck. Wretched
Let's
shipwreck.
not dilly-dally down here.
Kind
It's
of a
cold.
shipwreck.
I start swimming towards the ship. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll follow Noxiqual. as well.
Drake's moving in as well.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Card, but like the longer we delay talking, the more justification there is to try for another save.
As we're swimming, also, I'm gonna be like gesturing to Card to swim faster, sort of making fun of him for not being as fast as us.
I don't think we want to leave Card behind. Card, are you all right? You took a couple slams there.
Yeah, he's still in reasonable shape.
You gonna
just
top yourself off a little bit?
bleeding out of his nose a bit, no worries.
Yeah.
You want to declare you're healing yourself any at all at this time? It's up to you. Figured say it now before initiative.
Yeah,
hits.
no, that's true. Oh no! Wait, no, never mind. He can't heal himself right now. Cure Wounds is a first level spell. He's out of first level spells.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't.
I thought you had lay on hands, is what I was.
Oh, well, that's true. Yes, but that he'll say that. That's more of a
Okay. Sure.
yeah.
All right. Noted. He is not healing himself, Esper. You heard it
Indeed.
here.
Indeed,
Really
yes.
I want to point
That
out.
was your green flag to kill Carderock.
I want to point out that as we're swimming into the shipwreck closer, Robin's going, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, 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 swimming.
You make your way steadily through the dark, frigid water. It's pretty awful to be to be honest.
Yep.
There's dead bodies floating here and there, and chunks of wreckage all about. Drake, you might be having some flashbacks yourself.
Yeah,
And-
I was actually going to ask if Drake could head to where he was staying when he was on the ship.
Yeah, I mean, this has only been like a month for you. I don't know how long it's been.
That's a really good question. It's been more than 1 month, maybe
Sure.
2 or 3.
Yeah,
or
Two
something.
or three? Okay.
It's not been too terribly long in the grand scheme
so
of things.
And he's mostly wanting to see if he can gather up the possessions of his friend to keep those safe.
Okay.
And
Well,
also-
if Drake
priest,
swims
right?
in a direction, we'd follow Drake since I mean, I don't know the ship that well, but I assume that's where he's headed. So just follow.
well,
Drake.
Drake's not going to head straight to the cargo hold, but he eventually will go there. He just
Okay.
wants to make one quick stop,
Uh,
get the possessions.
We're not
from-
communicating this in character, so I'm just
Yeah.
following you.
So Drake's going to make the head to where him and the priest were staying.
Mhm. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're trying to make haste as you relocate your old quarters that you were staying in, passenger quarters, and looking for any kind of personal effects from the priest.
Yeah, and his he might have left behind.
What kind of method does Drake use to accomplish this?
Well, once he's in the quarters, he would.
Are you
Sure.
just like literally making yourself swim as physically fast as you can, or are you carefully scrutinizing through perception and observation?
He's going a little bit carefully because he wants to make sure he doesn't swim into something that he shouldn't.
Very well. So you go and you essentially are searching through cautiously. Make an investigation check with
Has
this.
dis- Yeah. Oh, that's not that too bad, but I don't think investigation is a good one for me. Nope. 5.
You end up wasting time and getting overcautious. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Lovely.
Sorry, guys.
Yep, that's fine. We'll just blame you for it.
I got a fantastic
I got a 19.
13.
12.
Doesn't sound good.
What is second level of exhaustion?
You're about ready to find out.
Not good.
Yeah, because I might just use my inspiration.
Make sure you use it before you roll.
Well, yeah, I'm curious what the second level of exhaustion
Oh,
is.
okay, sorry, I can tell you. It is your speed is halved.
Oh, okay.
Third is where it gets really bad. Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah, okay. I won't use my inspiration yet. I think I'll be fine with half because I still have my bonus action to go faster.
Of course, 6 is where it gets really, really bad because that's death.
That's
Okay, so can everyone tell me the results on their con saves?
All right, 16 for card.
Success.
19 for Noxiqual.
Success.
13.
Failure.
12, I failed.
That is a failure. You are at a second level of exhaustion.
As Drake is like looking through things very poorly, Robin is like shivering over here, be like, Drake, it's very cold. Can you please hurry up because it doesn't look like you're finding anything.
I'm going to have to ask you to speak as though you're underwater. Where is Dennis? Dennis, are you there?
He might have something.
He said he was AFK for a minute.
Okay. Should we roll his con save for him? I guess we'll wait for him to come back. It's not immediately pressing.
Yeah, it's not going to kill him.
Drake, are you going to try to continue the search? What are you doing?
Seeing that he hasn't found anything, he's just going to head towards the cargo hold.
After Drake spends that much time, I realize that he's wasting time. I'm going to get annoyed and I'm going to go looking for the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Noxiqual.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's treasure down here. Card is heading straight that way as well.
All right. Well, it sounds like the whole party is still together.
Yeah, Drake didn't find what he was hoping to find. So he's
Okay.
just
So you find a locked hatch to the cargo hold, a wooden sturdy hatch with this big metally padlock that's starting to rust a bit.
Wait, so it's a padlock?
Mm.
Can I try and pick it?
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Yeah,
believe-
you can. Yeah. Dennis, Lykar needs to make a con save against the frigid waters.
Okay.
Yeah, I have thieves' tools.
15. 18.
There's a success.
Right,
So currently we have Lykar and Robin with a 1 level of exhaustion and Drake with 2.
No, I have 2 level of exhaustion.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So Drake has 2 and Robin has 2?
Yeah, we filled it.
Mm.
All right, thieves' tools. Does that give me advantage on this lock picking thing?
No, that's what you need to try to pick a lock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just
So, Esper, can I just confirm something? A shipwreck, usually ships break and stuff when they wreck.
Mm-hmm.
There's no holes into the hold
You
from
want to go take a
anywhere.
look? You want to go
Yeah.
take a look?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go swimming outside the ship, and you see that the thing is smashed, like jammed into rock. You don't see a way to get inside, not immediately.
So basically, the only way to get into the hold area is through that hatch.
That you can tell.
Okay.
I mean, you can always try to like break it open or search around for.
Well, I mean, they're working on the hatch. I could see if there's a hole. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick the lock right now.
Okay, so you're working on the lock, and then Noxiqual, you're going to search.
Yeah, just to multitask our efforts rather than.
Very well. Make an investigation check, Noxiqual, and a thieves' tools check, Robin.
What is a thief? I've never used thieves'
It's
tools.
dexterity. You'll have
Dexterity.
advantage from your exhaustion.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll just use some. I'm trying to think if I want to use the advantage here, just so I roll normally. Yeah, I'll use my inspiration so that I just roll normally for this.
Seems like a good moment to use the inspiration.
Yeah. Do I add proficiency to this as well as dexterity or just dex?
Yeah, you're definitely proficient as a rogue.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, this is actually really good. That's a 20, non-natural 20.
Mm-hmm. That's great. You have foiled the lock, and what did Noxiqual come up with?
I got a 12 investigation, and I'll check back in.
You haven't found anything yet. Like, there's this one part that's jammed up by a rock, and you're like, oh, maybe I can get a grip on it. Maybe I could pull with all my might.
Yeah.
And then maybe someone comes swimming out, just like
Robin's got it. Yeah, I swim back
Robin,
with him.
So, Robin, you pull open this hatch, and like chunks of debris, kind of powdery, like a cloud of stuff, just kind of bubbles out of it. And after this, this air bubble thing passes, you go down into the depths of the cargo hold. There's floating chunks, there's barrels, there's crates and casks, and various things that you all are sifting through while down here.
Okay. I would like to
Anything of value here? Like,
call upon my connection with the masked one to try and feel where his item is.
yeah, I wanted to do like an investigation or something as well to see if I could find anything of value. I don't know.
Okay, sure. Well, why don't we just kind of do this one at a time? I'm just going to go kind of clockwise the way I see you all on my screen. So, Noxiqual, you call out to the masked one through the darkness, through your mind, muttering through this frigid, icy waters, and you hear a strange sound ahead of you. Into the shadows you go, into the floating wreckage and cloudy muck. Something is calling you to the heart of this cargo hold.
Noxiqual heads for it and then keep going. Yep.
Robin, go ahead and you're making a search.
Yeah. Oh, that's a natural 20 for investigation. Oh
Did you
boy.
roll advantage?
Oh, it's this. Oh. That is not a natural 20. It's still a 16 though.
Mm-hmm. You've come up with some what I'm just going to call trade goods that are salvageable. Maybe you come up with like some busted box that has some cloth inside of it, some silks that, though they're waterlogged, they're not ruined. What about the other three of you? Drake, are you doing anything in this scene?
Yeah, Drake's going to do an investigation check as well.
Okay.
4.
you're coming up with just muck. This pot maybe had some nice spices in it, but they're just mush now.
I'm gonna wave around. I'm gonna wave around my silk at Drake like I found something better than him. I'm gonna write down silk on my my players.
Very well.
Player sheet.
Yeah, you can totally give that to.
Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down nice silk.
You're mute, Lykar.
Sorry. Lykar will cast Detect Magic.
Most excellent. Okay, you cast Detect Magic, and there's two things that you're picking up. One is in the direction that Noxiqual is heading towards, and it's a strong sensation. And then there's a lesser one off to your left side amongst some boxes that are floating there. It seems like there's some minor magic inside of one of these boxes.
Well, maybe I'll go check it out.
All right. So, Lykar, you got this box. It's all sealed up. You're working on getting that open. What about Carderock?
So, Card is going to basically directly follow Nox. Joy held out in front, gleaming, lighting the way ahead, because he figures the Noxiqual is going to find wherever the good stuff is.
Get that light away from me.
He's not going to notice that, nor hear any objections, unless they're voiced, telepathically. So,
That's
swimming
fine.
ahead.
Should you go forth through the floating debris and clouds of mucky stuff that has been not putrefied, but completely destroyed through being waterlogged. And Noxiqual, you pull away some bits of gunk, and you find a metal box, like an iron strong box, and it's not too large. It's a foot and a half or so per side in terms of size. Heavy thing, but you could take it with you, or you could.
I'm going to take it with me and not open it down here just in case it is watertight.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Lykar, you've got this thing pried open. You find a satchel of some sort, and you find a potion. It looks like they're worth keeping, so we'll say you pocket those.
Okay.
And
I
are you all?
I wave them at Rob and go, mine's better than yours.
Damn.
I'm gonna begrudgingly stick my silk into my pouch.
Do you all continue scouring the cargo hold, this grisly, dark wreckage, or are you
I've
getting
got
out?
what I came for. If I have a sense that this is what I came for, Esper,
Yes.
which is what you told me,
Yes.
I am taking it and I start swimming for the exit.
Mm-hmm. Is everyone leaving?
Yeah, Drake's gonna leave.
Yeah.
He hasn't found it what he wanted to.
Okay.
Get out.
Your strength is being sapped. You're getting exhausted. It feels awful down here, and you don't waste any more time, and you just swim up to the surface as quickly as you can. Carderock can't swim as quick as everyone else.
Can we drag him?
That's
That's a pretty fair point.
I feel like
Yeah,
two
yeah,
people could just grab one arm and their swim speed might
All
be
right.
halved, but gives him a 30-foot swim
if
speed.
all four of us drag him, wouldn't it still be like
Good.
almost-
All right. That you save Carderock from having to make a con save. You all get out of the water. You climb back up on deck. Many of the crewmen are up there, and they look like tense, and a couple of them look damaged. You see Dignahar, you see Kobe the Lion, you see Windless. They've got weapons brandished. You see a couple of crossbow bolts stuck into the bulwark,
Specters.
and they've been fighting off some specters. It doesn't look like the specters have slain anyone, though. The named ones there, they seem to have fought back the specters pretty well.
Oh, yes, to be breathing real air again. Oh, there's no taste so sweet.
Captain,
Well,
Oh,
this air filling one's lungs.
starboard. They came with the wind from the north. I don't know if they're going to come back or not.
Pull us on the board and we can be out of this accursed place.
Yes.
Drake's just gonna walk right up the side.
All hands towards. Oh my gosh, starboard and port. All hands to port. They haul you all up, shivering sopping wet.
No, Drake just walks up the side. He's able to do that now.
Drake like a dolphin bursts from the water and then like runs quickly up the side.
Up the
You
side
can even run
while
up
waving to
across
Robin.
liquids. Yeah. Yep.
Then one up, sir. He's just going to help the guys get everybody else
Are
up.
you sailing? Are you going to like get on like dry clothes and warm yourselves up?
I'll say, Kobe, get everything sailing again towards Dusk Isle.
You there? Yes, you. You, fetch me a rag and oil. Where's Parker when you need him? Yes. Yes, I must. And Card sets toward the work of oiling his sword again to prevent the horrible, terrible rust that, even though it's magic, might still potentially develop for being underwater that long and used.
That's a valid point.
Yeah. Robin's gonna go over to like one of like the unnamed crew as well and be like,
I'll be in my cabin.
Get me a very warm clothing, and I want a rag and something to dry on.
Noxiqual's carrying this chest, and he's like, I'll be in my cabin. And he goes into his cabin and shuts the door.
On the way, you pass Rat Skinner, the cook. He's got some cloaks and towels flung over his shoulder.
Grab one.
Gonna have a nice hot meal ready for you to warm up. Oh, here, you might want this.
Yes.
Your gut water everywhere. Well, no matter. Warm up. We don't want you catching your death from the deck.
Thank you, Rat Skinner.
Yeah. He hobbles his way up on deck and does likewise with everyone else. So, Nox, you've got this strong box. It's a kind of a heavy thing. You set it there. It's got a locking mechanism. It's got a padlock on it, really, is what it does.
Yeah, I set it down. I'm getting out of my wet clothes and everything and getting changed. So, getting the armor, all, water out of it and everything. And then I will look at this strong box.
Okay. I assume your intention is to open it up now.
That would be nice.
Okay. You don't have, let's see, you don't have a key for it. Will you tell me, what is Nox doing?
How do I handle this? Good.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Spell-wise.
You have a couple allies that are good at these things, but do you want to keep them out of this and make it a personal thing?
I actually did want to say, like, after I get, like, warmed up a bit, I don't know how long this would take. I was going to go to the captain's quarter as well and, like, knock on the door to, like...
Okay, so before Robin's knocking comes,
Yeah.
what do you reckon?
Yeah, what do I do? I mean, it's going to take me a little while to get dressed, and the water out and everything dried up, so it's reasonable that he'd be coming in.
Okay, so there's just a bit of downtime here as you all get yourselves dried off and you're not shivering anymore, and you get on some warm clothes, and the ship sets sail, so you can feel the ship moving, heading back towards Dusk Isle. There's a knock at the captain's quarters for Robin, or however you knock. I'll let you do it.
Robin, what do you want?
Yes, I'm quite warm now. I saw that you have a really nice chest. Could I take a look at it? I might be able to figure out a way to open it.
This chest doesn't have any treasure in it for you, Robin. This is what the masked one commanded me to get.
Well, it might still have something in there. You never know. The masked one seems like he might want to collect gold and diamonds and shiny things like that. I've always wanted shiny things in my life. I'm sure Carderock might want some of those as well.
If there are any mundane treasures in it, I assure you I will distribute your fair share.
Very well, but you don't really seem, no offense, Captain, the type that can really unlock these kinds of things without just brute force, which is quite a very bad way of opening these sorts of things. You never know what might happen.
That's all right. Lykar, are you there? I call out into the hall.
I am still here, a little soggy, but I'm still here.
Could I have you attend me in my cabin?
Very well.
I'm going to try and walk in with Lykar.
I put a hand out gently, keeping Robin back. I say, I will let you know if I need anything. And I close the door.
I give Robin my best
do you
Robin
make
wink.
Do you force any issue, Robin?
No, I'll let it happen begrudgingly, but I won't fight back against it.
Totally, I figured it's like trying to squeeze in, but it's like nope.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then as the door closes, I turn to Lykar and I say, I seem to recall from our time together that you have a knock spell.
Yes, I do. I'd be happy to help you.
Do you mind casting it on this chest? I would hate for it to be damaged by any fumbling.
Oh, that would be bad. Yep, sure thing. I'll go ahead and take care of that right away. So I'll cast my knock spell on the chest.
I do want to say one thing though. Even though I'm not in there, I do want to try and like sneak around and like listen in to like see if I like hear anything going on.
You hear a loud knocking thuds though.
Well, I mean, just like if in general, like if anything.
Basically, Robin's trying to be sneaky and
Eavesdrop,
listen.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception check, Robin.
And maybe a stealth check. You never.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if there's anything to perceive right now. Just like trying to like sit there in case like they talk
Roll
about
it so that you have it ready and you know.
Yeah, and don't forget your disadvantage.
Oh wait, I
Yeah.
still have disadvantage even though I
Yeah,
got
you're
one.
exhausted.
man.
That doesn't go away.
A long rest removes a level of exhaustion.
All right. Well, my perception's like really low. That was like that'd be a 6 for the roll. I do have a passive.
You hear muffled voices, and the loudest thing you hear is a knock sound. Lykar, you rap upon the strong box, and the lid kind of goes and opens as such. Noxiqual, you hear a deep chuckle sound. Lykar, you don't hear this. But Noxiqual, you hear this deep chuckle. You've heard this chuckle before. It is none other than your master's. You open the strong box, and you see inside a pair of gauntlets, dark metal gauntlets with onyx set into them.
I'll pick them up out of the box. Is there any gems or gold or anything in the bottom?
There's no additional items inside. The onyx are set in artistic locations along these gauntlets.
I would like to examine them closely, looking at them, you know, from all angles. Just curious about them, but I'm pretty sure I know who these belong to.
They do indeed resemble the gauntlets worn by the figure on the vault seal.
Does it feel like their calling kind of put me on? Do I get that vibe?
Yes, you certainly do.
After a moment, I turn to Lykar and I say, I trust you can be discreet.
Yeah, I'll just I can excuse myself if you prefer.
That's all right. I trust you, Lykar. You've been with me the longest. And as I say that, I will reach in, you know, take the gauntlet, slide it onto my arms.
You put the gauntlets on. They're a little too big for you, but I think you'll find that as you attune them, I guess that's like a rest that you attune them, they get snug and start to fit rather nicely. Let's see.
So this is Iron Man's Infinity Gauntlet, not.
Yeah, it grows and then it shrinks.
Exactly.
The mass one is like, I am inevitable.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta buy
Well,
one of these.
Starts talking. Damn it, it didn't work.
Nothing immediately happens. There's no
Yeah.
visual effects, so to say.
Nox, I'll just start screaming.
Ah, my hand! As it like crushes me. No. Interesting. Well, that will be all for now, I think. I'm going to need time to study and reflect on these. Lykar, I will. We should get a drink when we get back to Dusk Isle and then go to that vault, I think.
Could be very exciting.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. I'll excuse myself. Yep.
So I stay in my cabin, though, at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take some time with these new gifts of the Masked One and study them, perhaps with detect magic and things, and just kind of reflect on them as I attune.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear Lykar in a loud voice. Robin, stop spying on the captain.
I wasn't spying on the captain. I was simply just, wandering around, looking
I was
around.
washing his windows.
I was just saying, trimming the edges. Late for trimming back the verge, don't you think? Yes. So you take some time, Noxiqual,
Yeah.
and you see a few things as you attune to the gauntlets. They seem like memories, like you're remembering things, but these aren't your memories. Whose memories are these? Yes, you see through the eyes of somebody else who's wearing these gauntlets, and he passes through a locked door, and he passes through a different locked door at a different location, and he opens up a locked chest. He seems to just be bypassing all sorts of seals. He even opens up a magic portal with them, or rather unlocks it. You also see this individual, as though you were him, molding blocks of stone and large ingots of iron into shapes of his will.
Ooh.
So, you have two benefits with these gauntlets. The first is that while you're wearing them, you can open anything, mundane or magical, that has DC 20 or less to unlock it. Doors, gates, containers, even magical portals. You also have a strong suspicion that you need these to open up a certain special portal as well, that it's keyed to, we'll say.
We knew.
Yeah. The other property is that once per day, or maybe we should say once per nightfall, as an action you can cast the spell Stone Shape. It also functions on metal, so you can take a mundane block of stone or metal and form it to your will.
Wow. That's
These things
actually
are
really
awesome.
cool.
In the memory that you had, while it was forming something,
Yeah.
it seemed to be in some kind of forge or smithy, but not any that you've ever seen before. It didn't look like the local town blacksmith, not even a castle forge. No, it was some mystical looking forge, a room made of black and white and grays, polished marbles. The furnishing was done in a style that is you've never seen before here in the world. The forge itself was this massive multi-slotted thing that burned with flames of blue and purple. The tools, the equipment that were there were of masterful quality. Maybe you would even say like a deific quality, something supernatural about it, to say the least.
This is interesting. Oh, there's going to be a lot of good questions asked of the masked one the next time we have a heart-to-heart, which might be very soon.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Mm-hmm.
What about the rest of you lot?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
So Noxiqual is still in his cabin, right? This whole time.
Yeah, I never came out.
All right.
I went to my cabin and I stayed there.
All right, but Lykar did, right?
Yeah, I came back out.
Robin tried to come in, Lykar came out. Yep.
Kar is gonna approach Lykar somewhere amidships and say, has he found what he was looking for down there?
Well, he found something. He asked me not to talk about it, so for the moment, I will keep that to myself. And when he wants to discuss it, then he is free to discuss that on his own terms.
Robin wants to like creep up behind Lykar and be like, "Is he hiding treasure from us?"
Well, let us all hope this thing is what he wishes it to be for our own sake. But
I don't know. It seems a bit suspicious, don't you think, Carderock? Just going into his room all by himself, opening a locked chest that probably has pretty gems and jewels and gold in it, and then just not coming out for about an hour and just doing his own thing. Seems like he's hiding something, wouldn't you say, Lykar? You could tell us. You saw.
Yes, I did see, but I think it would be best if you would speak with him directly.
So you're saying he is hiding something from us?
Apparently, at this moment, he is.
Do you think that's very wise to do, hiding something from the crew members? I mean, it doesn't really seem like a very honorable thing to do as a captain.
He's the captain. That is his choice.
But why you? Why does he trust you so much?
Because he likes me better.
Seems quite strange. I didn't know, Carderock. What do you think we should do about this?
Well, Robin, if I may, a word with you aside for a moment.
Yes, fair enough.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm hiding something as well. Would you like to find out what it is?
But just the way you said that.
Hey, what are you hiding, Carderock?
Well, follow me this way to this cabin over here, and I'll show you. It is important that the others don't know.
Is it another magic bean? Oh, I'm quite excited. I'm gonna start.
Better than that. Yes, I'll follow you inside. Do go in. I'm taking the last part of the key right now.
I'll go in and follow Card.
All right, I'll shut the door and figure out something to wedge in there so we can get it open for a little while.
I'll go in and then hear that. I would be like, Carderock, I'm gonna try to open the door. Carderock, let me out right now.
Oh no, it seems to have gotten stuck. Whatever will I do? Oh, what's that, Noxiqual? They're attacking now. What a poor time for this. Oh no, I shall have to go. Ah, it's
Drake is going to walk by at this point and see what's going on. He's going to pull out that metal rod that he's got and help use that as a brace to keep the door even more jammed.
As I keep hearing all this stuff and I can't open the door, can I cast like Firebolt to like try and burst this door open?
Well, the thought does cross your mind, though in what you have learned through your arcane studies, this is a spell that really doesn't work to much effect against objects. It specifically will burn people.
So while this is going on, Card's going to go to his own cabin and start writing something, actually. Writing some long something or other. Perhaps a new song or some diatribe, shipwrecks.
Actually, I'm sorry. I've spoken incorrectly. I just double-checked. Firebolt is good against an object.
It will work against flammable objects.
Okay, so are you trying to burn the door down?
I'm actually, yeah, so as I'm going, bashing on, I say, Carderock, if you don't open this right now, I'm going to burn it down.
Card continues writing in another room.
All right, Robin, are you going for it?
Yeah, I'm casting Firebolt on the door.
If you destroy my ship, I'm going to kill you.
You're putting some good scorch marks into this door. You want to keep going?
Let me try it with Let me try a different spell with Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast does not work on objects.
That's true. That one doesn't work on objects. Yeah.
Okay.
Firebolt is the only
But it does work
cantrip
on mimics.
that will work on objects. Targeted cantrip, I should say.
I'm trying to look through my. Oh, you know what I could do? All right, since it's not the Firebolt doesn't seem to work, Could I use Magic Hand to?
Oh, the Firebolt is working. I was just checking to make sure you want to burn down a door on Noxiqual's ship.
Okay, I'll stop for a little bit, and then can I use a Mage Hand to actually go through the keyhole and try and lift off whatever is barging the way?
Good question. Warsor, tell us about the locks on your ship.
They're great locks. They're like the best locks in the entire campaign world. No, they're probably nothing actually that fancy, unless of course it's the captain's quarters. He probably would have a serious lock on his. Everything else, honestly, I can't see the reason to have locks for the most part on common quarters.
Well, there wasn't a lock. It was some. I thought Card barged the door.
He put a wedge in the bottom. And then Drake, seeing what was going on, added more on to jam it up even more.
So my guess is this door doesn't have a lock. It's just been jammed.
Yeah, and I want to use Mage Hand to try and get all those jam things out of the way. Because I'm assuming they're not too heavy, right? They're probably just
his metal rod's pretty heavy. It's
Would you like to burn a hole in the door to look through?
Yes, if I must.
Okay.
Robin.
Right, there's this charred smoking hole in the door.
Looking through the hole.
Peer through it with your mage hand and like pluck the jams out of the way and get the door nice and open.
Yeah,
how much weight can the mage hands move? Because it might not be able to move the metal rod.
25 feet, maybe? 25 pounds, maybe?
I should check. Mage hand. It can do.
I think it's 10 pounds.
10 pounds?
It actually doesn't say a poundage, I don't think. It doesn't. Oh, 10 pounds. 10 pounds.
10 pounds. Okay, very well.
It won't be able to move the metal rod then, because I think we said it was 15 pounds.
Is the hole big enough? Is the hole big enough for my own arm to get through?
Tell you what, I'm just going to do a wonderful DM D20.
Oh, the rod is 30 pounds like that.
The place where you burn the hole does not allow your hand to get to the metal rod.
It's 30 pounns. It's not 15 yet. So
just a couple more blasts of firebolt, and the whole door will just come down in a smoking husk.
Yep, we're doing it.
All right. Whoosh!
All right, I'm gonna walk out
door, fuming into the hallway. Some of the crew were just looking from a distance. What in the bloody hell is he doing?
And just fiery anger. I'll be like, "Where's Drake and Cod?"
Carderock went into his room over there, and I don't know where Drake's at.
No one ever knows where Drake is. He's always doing something weird and random. I'm going to take his metal rod and throw it off the side of the ship.
Drake is going to see you walk up on deck and see you throw it over the edge and shadow step behind you and punch you straight in the back of your head.
I will attempt to not let this happen. I'm guessing this would be a sneak attack from him, so I do get a chance to dodge it.
Drake, make your stealth check first.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is with disadvantage. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's so great. Oh, that's still not bad. 1 second. 20. Oh, hold on 1 second. 21.
And Robin, perception check with disadvantage.
Not good. I think I have to roll 2 natural 20s.
Oh, probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I don't get that. It's like 7.
All right, so before you're even aware of what's happening, Drake has shadow stepped right behind you and is like walloping you.
Before you can throw his rod over the
Are you?
I'm stunning striking him.
You're stunning me?
Yes.
Make a con save, Robin.
With disadvantage?
No, you should have regular because you don't.
No,
You didn't get
you need 3
Okay.
levels of exhaustion.
This is a 13, which I don't think works.
No.
Oh,
All right, so you're ready to fling this rod, and then something smacks you, and it just feels like a shock of nerves throughout your entire system, and you just kind of go into a daze for a second, and next thing you know, Drake has taken the metal rod.
I'm gonna try and get out. How long does the stunning last?
To the end of his next turn.
All right, what are you doing, Drake? Because once I'm out, I'm coming for you.
Drake is then going to shadow step, and I'm going to send you a text exactly where he's shadow stepping, Esper, so Robin doesn't know exactly.
That's fair.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling I know what's going to happen here. All right.
Captain.
You can text me, or you can private message me on Discord.
I'm typing it right now.
Whatever's faster for you.
Yep.
By the way, do I have a second
so not
link
involved
with
in this.
Do I have a second link with Earthel?
You don't have a psychic link with him, but he can fly, he can turn invisible, and he can speak with you.
All right, fantastic.
All right, I sent you where I'm headed.
So I should be unstunned now, right?
All right, so Drake runs off and shadow steps, and then you can start moving again.
All right. I'm going to look around. Drake, what? Earthel, where are you, Earthel?
You hear a little flutter of wings, invisible in the air, and then he lands on your shoulder.
I'm here. What's
want
the
you to-
trouble?
Where's
Where am
Drake at? Do you know what Drake is?
Drake? I can look for him. You want me to
Right.
look?
Yes, I want you to find Drake, and when you do find Drake, I want you to take his metal rod. I want you to throw it off the ship.
That's gonna be hard because he's already put the metal rod in the bag of holding.
Is there some trouble?
Yes, there's a lot of trouble. And I'll explain later, but I want that metal rod because it's his, and I want it. I don't want him to have it anymore.
He wants your rod, Drake.
Yes, Robin wants your rod.
Metal rod.
Meanwhile, during all of
I'll
this,
look for
I
it.
knock on Noxiqual's cabin door. Oh, Nox. There's
What is it?
a bit of situation. It appears Drake and Robin are... I don't know if I'd call it fighting, but...
God damn it. I can't even have 1 hour.
Definitely not.
Jeez.
Robin burned down this door over here.
He did what?
I heard a ruckus, and I poked my head out in here. I saw this door collapse into the corridor, and it's a smoking bit of coal.
Noxiqual emerges. So Esper, I sent you a message, but I don't think you ever got it on Discord. I was going to use that power from the gauntlets to reshape the helmet a little bit, like the mask on the face of my helmet. Because I made like the masked one's kind of face.
You want to make the same visage of the masked one
Out of my adamantine armor's helmet. Yeah.
Okay.
You think that's doable? Seems pretty easy enough with the spell power.
Works on non-magical things.
And adamantine counts as magical?
I think you have. Don't you have magical armor?
I have adamantine armor.
Okay, it doesn't have any enchantment on it.
No enchantment because that costed exponentially more.
Okay. There you go. Then you reshape it.
I also want to do something real quick.
You've got this like wicked grin of this onyx mask face as the front of your adamantine helm.
Cool.
I also do want to do something real quick. Yeah, as I see like Card like going up to the captain's quarters and them talking, I do want to like hide away real quick. And
Weren't
then
you up on deck though?
yeah, I was. Are you on the deck right now? I thought you were in your quarters.
No, I'm in the quarters, which is below deck.
Yeah. I want to go. Well, I want to hide away from like everyone else, like the crew and everything, so that I can disguise self as Drake.
Okay. I'll let Esper handle that one.
Yeah.
So, Eartho has fluttered off, fluttering around. He's looking for Drake. You go below deck. You go out of sight as you can, and shroud yourself in an illusion which appears like Drake fell.
Mm-hmm. And this is a disguised self, so not even like it's like really good. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, this is interesting because I think Noxical's the only one that knows about his new tattoo.
No, I think we saw it. I think we saw it because you said that.
Might have seen part of it when it glows, but for the most part, you don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I can add the tattoo that I could see where because it's most of it's underneath your clothes anyway.
Yeah.
So Robin, you do your best to disguise yourself as Drake.
We're getting really sidetracked here.
Technically, we're in transit, but yes, let's deal with this.
All right. Yes, that's a good question. Where is this going?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm gonna try and make Drake do some dumb stuff in front of Noxiqual.
So you appear before the captain, disguised as Drake.
Well, the captain's leaving his quarters, wearing his armor with this new helmet and on everything. And I'm pissed because I just heard that Robin burned down the door on my ship. So I'm stomping up on deck and saying, "Where is he?"
Yeah, as Drake, I'm going to go up to the captain.
Yeah, what do you say? What do you say?
Yeah, I'm going to, impersonate Drake to the best of my abilities. I can roll.
No. Tell me what you say. How do you impersonate Drake?
I'm going to say, Captain, Robin bent down a door and then ran away and disguised himself as me. I don't know where he went.
I would like to make what's the check to look through a disguise? Is it insight, I want to say? Because insight versus deception or something like that.
Or stealth, yeah, something like that. I'm not sure. I've never done this before.
Well, actually, what I would say is, Robin, make a deception check. Noxiqual, make an insight check.
Can I have this? Can I just to ask you? Can I have advantage because he didn't refer to himself as this one?
Oh, that's true.
You know, he said he's impersonating him as me. You know, he used certain pronouns and such.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Drake has a very unique way of saying
I
stuff.
give Noxiqual advantage on his.
I appreciate it.
Nox has advantage. Robin has disadvantage from exhaustion.
I have disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That's really good.
All your ability checks have disadvantage.
Better than sticking through it.
My insight is not very good. So.
Yeah, I got a 29 for deception, even
Yeah,
with
I can't get above a nat 20, so I only got a 16.
Yes,
So-
I'm deceiving.
Drake's voice sounds a little weird to you, but he might
Yeah.
be catching something after being under the cold water that
Legit.
you buy it. So
I turn to the crew and I say, I want to know where Robin is, and I want him found and brought to me.
I'm just gonna look at and sort of like reiterate it and be like, yes, we need to find that scoundrel. He took my metal rod. Or this one's metal rod.
My metal rod? Yeah, I turn back looking at you a little bit suspiciously again.
I'm gonna look into it. Sorry, Captain. I think I'm catching something. It is hard to be Drake.
Captain's starting to get more and more suspicious.
I'm gonna come. This one is catching something.
Mhm.
So
Tell me.
what is Drake doing throughout all of this?
Yeah, please
Drake
tell
is sitting up there waiting.
me. I'm sure you're in the crow's nest.
He is going to snap his finger, and so it's only Noxiqual can hear it. It's a whisper going, and tell him exactly where where the real Drake is at.
So I get a whisper message.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I'm just going to take a guess. I look up to the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, like, I'm just taking a wild leap.
And Drake's going to shift his clothing just so you can see that he's got the full tattoo once he sees you looking up.
Card might as well take this opportunity.
Drake,
to cut on
do you
deck.
mind doing me a favor and shadow stepping for me? I look at Robin.
Mm-hmm. You mean Drake? All right. I have a question, Esper. Can I use a silent image to make it actually appear like I'm shadow stepping?
Well, you yourself would still be there, right?
No, I mean, I want to like use like a silent. I want to do like a silent image where it's like shadowy stuff around me, and then I want to like sneakily, quickly go away, where like he thinks like I actually am shadow stepping because he doesn't see me going away.
Are you just on the open deck?
Yeah, you're on the open deck.
Yeah. This would be really hard. I don't know if I could.
You don't see a way to make that work. Would be like just running. You'd be like the guy who just like throws a little smoke bomb and he just starts running away. And
I have a better idea. What if this? What if I do this? What if I do? I don't know if I could do this. I know this is technically not how. It might not work, but I'm just asking. Could I do like a silent image to make that shadowy thing happen, and then turn invisible, and then do it?
Esper, I just want to let you know I have an action.
Oh, that's true because I can't. I don't think. Well, disguise self isn't concentrating.
Okay, well, I think what happens, Captain, is you put these hard questions to the apparent Drake, and he's hesitating a lot. Like
I'm
he's
totally hesitating. Yeah, I'm
Noxiqual, if I may, I've got a way to end this scene, kind of wrap things up. Although we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Noxiqual is getting suspicious, and he suddenly makes a gripping motion with one of his gauntleted hands. I'm casting a spell on you, Robin. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh wait, God, it's always wisdom saving throws.
Esper, this is Hold Monster, 5th level.
And do I have disadvantage on the wisdom save?
No, you don't have.
Okay. This is a 14, which I don't think passes.
That is not going to succeed. You are suddenly paralyzed as like sort of a shadowy glow emanates all around you. And I just reach out and I grab you by the throat and like lift you as much as I can. And I'm guessing like your illusion's starting to slip a little bit as you are paralyzed. And I just say, end this foolishness at once or I will end you.
Since I'm paralyzed, I'm just gonna like look down at him like because I'm paralyzed. I can't do.
You could
anything.
end concentration.
Oh, that's
I don't
true,
think
yeah.
that takes a action.
All right, I'll end it as I'm paralyzed.
So the magic slips
The
away.
mirage fades away.
I will walk over to the side of the ship and actually hold you, like, not off the edge. I'm, like, leaning you out. So your feet are still firmly on the deck, but I'm leaning you out. I say, you have tried my patience again and again. You burn my ship. You cause chaos. Tell me why I shouldn't just release you.
Am I
right
able to?
now.
Am I
I
able
will end the hold monster spell at that time dramatically.
I say, well, Captain.
But I am squeezing your throat with this, metal gauntlet.
Well, Captain, it's a little hard to speak when I'm being choked, but I was locked in the cellar with Carderock and by Drake, and I had to get out.
Now it's their fault.
And instead of simply asking to be let out or calling for help, you thought it would be wise to endanger my ship, to cause chaos and destruction without my leave.
Well, I called out to Carderock, but he wasn't there anymore, and Drake ran away. He also hit me in the back of the head.
My hand is unconsciously like gripping tighter as my anger starts to slip a little bit.
Captain, it's getting quite hard to breathe. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. Drake, he keeps doing these things to me, and he punched me in the back of the head and stunned me.
We're going to end this right now. I grab you and I pull you back on deck, and I just actually throw you kind of flat, prone on the deck. And I say, Drake, come down from there.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, I just realized it was me. Drake will shadow step down and stand there within reach of Noxiqual, but keep his hands like open.
I assume we've got like the whole crew is probably watching this because this is entertainment.
Lykar finds it quite amusing.
Yeah, like everyone's watching.
Drake puts himself within striking distance from Noxiqual, but he has his hands.
Okay, I gotta get my serious face on.
Yeah, but he has his hands back and up to show that he's not going to make any attacks. He's willing to take whatever is coming.
Just like rubbing my neck a bit. You have quite a grip, Captain.
Listen and listen well, both of you, and everyone on my ship. This is your captain. I will not tolerate any more of this nonsense, this tomfoolery from either of you. I have had it with this constant bickering. You are crewmates who should be working together to serve on my crew. You have caused chaos, and I will not stand for it anymore. I want you both to put this aside and give me your oath as men that you will no longer engage in any such foolishness. And I swear to you, by the same oath, that I will kill you on the spot if this sort of thing happens again. And
this one
everyone's
will do it,
heard on. Yeah, so.
This one will let this die.
I'm gonna sort of like look up and say, and sort of like I'm gonna look up at the captain and then sort of like bring my eyes sort of down a bit, and I'm gonna have a bit more of a pause than Drake. Like I don't really wanna do like do the oath and everything.
And as you pause there, I feel like, what was that, Robin? I couldn't quite hear.
I'm gonna sort of turn my head and say, sorry, Captain, I won't do anything else again as I'm rubbing my neck a bit.
Swear to me and to Drake. Both of you are swearing to each other here.
I'm gonna look up and say, I'll swear to you, Captain, but not to Drake.
Are you disobeying my decree?
I'm gonna sort of look at Drake and look at you, and I'll say, "Will he swear to me as well?"
This one shall.
He will.
Very well. I swear to both of you.
I want to do some sort of a blood oath here. I want them to like swear on something super important. Like obviously that's not like necessary, but Esper, if
I
there's
like
something in your world that's like super important, like I would want to use that. Like swear
Robin
upon.
can swear upon Fair Veron.
No, that's not that important.
That's what I said. If we're talking about like in terms of like characters, like what I would swear on, it would be probably my mother, or my stepmother, should I say at least?
And Drake, I'm sure he could come up with something.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
it would be his oaths and
Okay, when you say
what
that,
you would have to swear on.
when you do say that we need to swear on something, I'm gonna sort of look and be like, Captain, is that really necessary?
Is it really necessary for me to keep you on my ship?
Well, you have quite a point there. You know, all of this started because you were being so deceptive of the crew, I must say. You go into your
Don't shift
cabin.
things like you always do, Robin. It's not the time for that.
I'm gonna stand up a bit and sort of sort of get my clothes like better. I'm gonna look at everyone since the whole crew's around and be like, don't you all want to know what's in that chest that the captain took into his room all by himself and sat in there for an hour? Lykar knows. He told Lykar. Don't you think the rest of us should know?
Well, I mean, he's wearing those gauntlets.
Wrong answer, Robin. You have one last chance now.
I'm gonna sort of I'll take out my dagger, and then I'll sort of walk up to the captain. Not like in an aggressive way, just sort of walk up with my dagger.
I'm ready if he is going to go aggressive.
Yeah. And I'll put my hand up, and then I'll slice my hand and like squeeze the blood as it like drips to the ground and say, I swear on my mother's, and when I say mother, I'm referring to my stepmother,
Yep.
on my mother's life. And then I'll sort of just like immediately turn away and walk into like, my quarters or wherever I usually stay.
And Drake, wait, before you go. Drake,
Oh.
and you?
He pulls out a knife or dagger. Does the same. This one swears on the oaths that he has been promised.
And you both witness it. All right, excellent. Then, yeah, I let you walk away and whatever. Lick your wound. All right.
Captain, sigh of relief. Been a while since I've seen a captain execute someone. I thought it was going to happen again.
It almost did, Kobe. It almost did.
Woo! So, what about those new gauntlets you're wearing there?
I hold up one hand, and kind of examine the front and the back of it. Yes. These gauntlets were what I found beneath the waves. They have made this entire endeavor worthwhile.
Yes, and other plundered treasure, or you just got some fancy handwear?
No treasure from that, but I assure you that there will be treasure quite soon. I believe that we are headed there now.
You think you'll be able to get into that vault of Grist Reed's treasure hoard? Plunder that?
I've heard of his legendary treasure. I am hoping that indeed it will refill the coffers of this ship.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but it's been a long time since I've had a good plunder.
Agreed. I think that soon we will either have to, if this does not pan out, actually do some actual piracy, perhaps.
Well, we're chock full of grit, ready for that.
Excellent. Remain ready. And Kobe, keep an eye on those two for me.
As often as I can spare it.
I appreciate that. All right. And Captain Noxiqual is going to look at the rest of the crew and just kind of nod to them. If anyone needs something from him, here's the opportunity. And then he goes back to his cabin. because we got like a couple hours till we get back to port. It's 20 miles.
Where are we going here? Which port?
The Dusk
Dusk
Isle.
Isle.
Oh, the Dusk Isle, where that door. Yeah.
Yeah, where the door and everything. So
Drake receives a visitor.
I thought you
I'm
were going to say a
not-
milestone for a
I
minute.
thought-
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, here come the milestones for that scene.
Oh yeah, I'm going to reward a bunch of tomfoolery with milestones. We'll see what
That's-
that'll get us. All right.
I know, right? But honestly, Robin came close to earning a milestone. His final milestone.
Like throw him in the ocean by himself without his cloak of the manta ray. Well, that is a situation that would definitely present some challenges.
Mhm.
Even with the cloak of the mat.
But let's not ponder such things that could have been and may haves and ifs.
Yeah.
We'll just hope that it doesn't happen one day for real. Drake does receive a visitor. Later on, things have died down and quieted. Maybe it's even the next day. We'll see. Oh, perfect. It's tonight because Drake does a trance, an elven trance,
Yeah, he meditates.
instead of sleeping like a human does. So there is a crew member. His name is Yoren. Yorn is been on the crew for a while. He survived that big specter attack outside of the Isle of Clan Longtooth, and he goes back a good number of years on the Storm's Eye. Graying chap, long wispy bearded fellow, and he approaches you with an interested gleam in his eye, though somewhat cautious. Hey, don't mind if I could have a word with you, Drake.
This one does not mind.
I've seen this that you do, this this mystic's meditation out here on your night watches. Was speaking with some of the other men before, and they told me that you are from Bazagon. You were trained at some monastery and follow this path of the monk.
This one does.
Yes, well, we were talking some, and they spoke of certain abilities, mysterious, secret arts. Yes, is this something that anyone can learn?
Okay, give me a second on that one because I got to figure out how Drake would answer that. This one knows many of different abilities. This one studied a specific path.
Oh,
Spent this one's life learning and mastering what this one already knows.
you have an ability, I've heard, that where you can heal yourself. You can cure yourself of wounds and impurities.
That's the hold on. I gotta double check on which ability that one is. I think that's the stillness of mind, right? So the one he's asking about. Because Drake can't technically heal himself, but he can remove charm effects.
He seems to this Yoren seems to be speaking of a different path.
Okay, yeah. This one does not have that ability.
It's from a different monastery. Yeah.
This one believes so.
But do you think anyone could do this? It's possible that it could happen.
This one believes it is if they are willing to put the time and effort to learn such abilities. This one is not yet a master.
You couldn't show me how or start training me.
This one could, but this one is not sure if you will gain the abilities that you are hoping for.
He seems to be hoping that you can teach him this. I believe it's called wholeness of body.
Oh, you're talking about
To
You're talking
heal
about
and cure
that one.
yourself.
You talking about purity of body?
Well, he doesn't specifically name any such name. Clearly, he is an unlearned fellow who's going off of some hearsay and whispered, misunderstood things. But if you were to take your best shot, you'd probably say it's something called wholeness of body, studied by the adepts of the way of the open palm.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, that's a different.
If you want to put a name on it, it sounds closest to that. But he's being more vague and saying,
okay.
that,
Yeah, no.
is there some way that I can unlock a ability to channel some inner key mystic thing that anyone could potentially do, and I could recover myself if I needed to, if such a thing were necessary, of course. If specters fell upon us again, yes, they gravely trouble me.
This one can teach you of this one's own path that he took. But this one cannot teach you of other paths. But perhaps this one can get you started.
Yes, please. What do I need to do?
Drake is going to make a hand as if to have him sit down and join him.
The man takes a seat. He is unsure if he should strike the same posture or pose that you have been in. He doesn't seem very flexible, this one.
Drake is currently just sitting cross-legged at the moment.
He strains to try to sit cross-legged. He's got a bit of a beer belly as well.
Drake is just going to let him sit however he wants.
He's also not really wearing the attire that you wear that allows for you to move around nicely. He's got on working crewman's clothing and, warm, thick winter coat and such.
Okay, yeah, so this one would recommend you should grab a chair to sit in.
Hold on. He goes and he gets, a stool from, wherever they've got some cleaning supplies and, deck equipment and whatnot.
All right, so once he's seated, Drake... Sorry, someone was asking something. Drake is going to start teaching, at least get him started on the basic breathing techniques. To get him ready to start meditating.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a bit of difficult. I think we'll pass the scene, but we'll say this. If you're willing to be patient with this fellow, Yoren, you can stay up for an hour or so, giving him some guidance.
Well, Drake only needs 4 hours of meditation, so...
Are you patient with the man?
Yeah, Drake can work with the guy.
Okay. Well, he's not exactly a great student, but you're patient with him, and he's trying. Oh, he is not lacking for effort, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's what's given Drake his patience for the guy.
He really is actually putting his heart into it. What else?
The one thing is
That's all I've got for that.
Yes, the one thing it would be Drake is not the best on communicating the instructions. So I would think the guy would get kind of frustrated with how Drake is explaining stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I think I'm going to pass that on. We'll let that be what it is, and perhaps we'll revisit that when we have a more opportune moment. The following day, you make port at Dusk Isle.
Mm-hmm.
Did we're all not exhausted anymore, right?
I'm sorry?
We're all not exhausted and we have a long rest.
One level of exhaustion is removed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Robin and Drake still have
one.
You still have the disadvantage on ability checks.
But we did have a long rest, right?
Yes, you've accomplished a long rest. You've completed a long rest. You arrive in the port of Dusk Isle. There's but one boat there, not a ship. There is one boat, a rowboat. That's all that's docked there.
That's kind of odd, isn't it?
You see no one at the port.
Well, we'll disembark and leave Kobe, of course, to guard the ship. And we head towards the... First, I want to check and see where everyone is. So I'm headed to the tavern.
Okay. Everyone going together?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yep.
Okay. the whole party goes together. You take the trail leading through the woods, and up and down the hill and around the bends, and past the trees. And after an hour or two of walking the trail, you arrive in Rockhurst Odd, the settlement.
Oh, I thought we were going to grandmother's house.
Well, she might be waiting there for you with a nice pie. Yes, have some. So,
What great big teeth you have.
two things are noticeable, striking, really. One is that you see lots of cobwebs, the same kind that you encountered down in the spider's lair. Big ones, swaths of white gossamer strands from building to building. The second thing that you notice is that there are a number of insects caught in the strands.
Yeah.
Are there any
Like-
people?
Draw my sword and get ready just in case, we've got.
As you were making your way here, you did notice a lot of fluttering moths in the forest. They were fluttering hither and thither, and lots of them are caught in these spider webs.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger to get ready or my rapier and get ready as well, and say, "Well, at least we don't have to worry about any insects, Captain."
We'll see. I'd like to look around, see if there's anyone. Like, obviously, it seems like the island's been overrun by the spiders and taken back.
Just Rockhurst Odd.
Just Rockhurst Odd.
Mm-hmm. The greater island, no. It's only here where the actual buildings are. It's kind of a village size that you see
We
these
run into-
strange spider webs.
Any people?
You haven't run into anyone, no.
Okay.
You do see these moths flying everywhere.
Yeah, the moths clearly. Like, can we identify what those are? Like, I remember we heard the wings. I mean, we did seal the thing up behind us, but presumably there's another exit that they came out of. So, I say we look. Let's head towards the temple for.
Oh my god! My
Yeah,
god!
if it's the same spiders, then we might as well just go and deal with them again. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna head that way.
Mm-hmm.
Esper.
So you start heading that way. There's probably a moment where you start to strategize. How are we going to get through these webs? What's the best way? Remember this, and we saw that. And as you just have like this moment or so, you hear a voice, and it calls out, and it roughly in timbre resembles one of those spider folk that you had spoken to previously.
Mm-hmm.
Leave us alone. We are the silence only hope now.
From what? The moths?
Yes.
Nice one, Captain.
Why are you this island's only hope?
Because we are the island's true keeper.
Ah, yes, I see, Nox. You see, there was an old lady who swallowed a fly. They mean to be the spider, so she swallows to eat the fly. I think it's a metaphor. Or either that or they're on about nothing. I don't know.
Indeed. Don't get in my way, and I will leave you to your island to do as you will.
We will not fight you. Not again.
Excellent.
Good, because that went so well for you last time.
Yeah, smart arachnids will kill you again if you fight us.
I honestly could care less about this island. If you want the island, that's fine. But what lies beneath it, that belongs to me and mine.
So be it.
So
The
continue
spider folk, we'll call them for now.
Yeah.
They crouch back behind the buildings into their webs, and they scamper away, giving you all plenty of berth,
Mhm.
and don't interfere with you.
Good.
Seems smart. I mean, they've seen what we're capable of, and
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
So
Seems good.
you all start making your way through Rockhurst Odd, maybe cutting a web or using a certain kind of magic that can affect them.
So long as we do as little as possible, because I mean, Yeah, we're just.
You're wanting to disturb the webbing as little as possible.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need to provoke them.
Okay.
Like I'm for leaving them alone if they leave us alone.
All right, you do what you can. It's a bit slow going as you're being very decided and cautious and intentional about your movement, and the webs are a bit difficult and sticky to get through as they're giant things and they're resistant to fire, or immune to fire rather. You pass by a building, and most of the buildings are just side by side, and you pass by this one where it actually has a glass window with window panes, and the shutters are open, and you see inside there are people in their beds, corpses actually, desiccated, going skeletal type things, and they have these larvae, moth larvae, crawling all over them, and you can see the moths fluttering inside.
Mm-hmm. Well, so long as we can use these webs to keep the moths off, that I'm okay with it. Like, honestly, it seems like spiders are doing us a favor, keeping the moths from attacking us.
You make your way to the Temple of Nyarlathotep.
That's
The door is sealed shut.
We'll pop the handle, pull the lever.
The door, like the temple itself.
Oh, the temple door.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sealed how?
A door. Voice yells muffled from the inside.
Is it one of the voices of like those cult members?
Maybe.
I walk up to the door and I say, Captain Noxiqual, if you wish to live, I'm coming in, and you best not attack me.
As Captain says that, I'm gonna speak in my crackly old prophet voice and say, "He has brought the prophet."
It is true, he speaks true. It is I, Sneferu, the humble servant of the prophet. The Great One has arrived, for a new festival to usher in a new age is about to begin. Do you let us in?
The door flies open.
Yes.
You're hit with a waft of what smells like urine and feces.
Yes, the festival has begun. The offerings and the incense burn.
They've probably been here for at least a day. Like,
people have been sealed in here for some time.
I mean, it's only been 2 days, Esper.
Yeah, I was going to say, how long have we been gone?
2 or 3 days.
We took 1 day to rest. We went there, and then we came back in another night, so it's been 2 days.
It's been at least 2 days, yeah.
Yep. So
moths act quickly.
You see people that have sealed themselves inside of here. They have not left not even relieving themselves.
Hopefully they did it in the corner.
It looks like they have brought in some stores, food and drink as best they could. They've kind of got the dirty side and then the stores side. There's a lot of people in here. It's pretty jam-packed. And they're immediately shouting you with questions. Like, what happened? Are they still out there? And where death is coming? Are you going to save us? Where's Nyarla? It's just imagine a crowd of like some 35 people all pressing at the same time.
Yep. I will hold up my hand and say, be quiet if you wish to hear any answers.
Yes, I heard one. Yes, a prophet of yours, accompanied by a rather handsome attendant named
Sniffer.
Sniffer.
Where is he? We heard him just now.
Yes. He informed us that you're all to listen to Noxiqual over here. They gave him all the answers. He is the speaker of the festival, I believe is what they called him.
This is no festival. This is death. Doom has come down upon us.
Savior. Yes.
Listen, hear me, people. I know you are scared, but this is no time for foolishness. These moths have descended upon the town and have eaten away. And these spiders are holding them back. I have a ship.
Shut the door! Shut the door! They're getting in! You see a moth flutter inside.
I just Eldritch blast it like with a flick of my finger.
The Eldritch blast, and a little like the cloud of the moth dust comes down like that.
Yep.
Everyone backs away from it. They cover up their mouths, their faces.
Close the door. Robin, Drake. Yep.
I saw my grandmother kill one of those moths. She swatted it, and within an hour, her hand rotted off.
Yes. Best not to be touching them. Now, I believe that I have something to offer all of you that you want. Salvation. How many people are there here, Esper? I mean, it's couldn't fit that many. It's a temple, but it's pretty small, I think, right?
You count about 35 people.
Yeah, that's doable.
They're jammed in here.
I can give each of you passage off this island that has been overrun to Grenadoa, which is where we are headed next.
Please get us out of here.
But such service does not come for free or cheaply. What exactly is it that you offer me to allow you to take passage on my ship?
They offer you anything they can.
Okay.
They'll be a crewman. They'll be a hitman. They'll let you have your way with their daughter. Everything they have to offer. Even,
don't tell Robin that.
I'm gonna look up and be like, what was that Yam guy's name again?
Yaman.
Yaman.
Yaman. Are you here? Are you here? I heard there
See
was
if he's
someone
alive.
amongst you all that made very good yams.
Yemen's there, and he's guarding his satchel of yams. Stay back, these are mine.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna say,
He stabs you.
Yeah, you have quite good yams. I'm sure that we could give you safe passage for your yams.
He doesn't know you, Robin.
Yeah, but I know him, so.
I'll pay the yams once we're safely on the way to Grenadoa.
All right. Look, everyone, here's my offer. I will transport you to my ship after me and my crew return from a short trip below. However, I will require payment upon arrival in Grenadoa. Whether you have payment here or you have relatives who will make good on it, you will be speaking with my men on the ship, Kobe, and a couple others that I will task to collecting from you. I guarantee you do not want to
You just
cross.
get a swarm of voices. Okay, I'll do it. Get me out of here.
That's fine.
Please, salvation.
Esper, I offer them salvation. They're going to pay me, and we'll work it out when they get to Grenadoa.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And so I go over, hit the little wall spot, pull the lever, and open it up.
Everyone watches wide-eyed as you unseal this.
Is it a secret tunnel, a passageway to our freedom?
No, it's not. No, this is the tunnel that the prophet told us about to gain your salvation.
There may be moths down there. You don't want to go down there.
This is what we must do to secure the freedom for the rest of you.
You
It's our task now.
Yeah, you'll probably want to seal it when we go down there, but we'll be back and we will tell you when to open it.
Okay.
So, okay.
They are agreeing. They seem to just agree with any promise of salvation that you give them.
Oh yeah, they're in a hopeless situation. This is the zombie apocalypse for them situation where we are basically the bunch of people with guns and chainsaws that came along and are like, yeah, we'll save you. But you gotta pull your weight. The moth apocalypse. Yeah.
The moth apocalypse.
We will.
We're about to fight Mothra. Like we're gonna go down there, and Mothra's gonna be there, and we're gonna, oh man, now we gotta kill Mothra. Oh boy, where's Godzilla?
Well,
you don't encounter Mothra. No, you descend down the tunnel into the spider's lair. It's even thicker. They put up lots of strands of webbing
to keep the moths. Yep.
Yeah.
So there's not many of these spider folk left. You all killed like their main their frontline defense, we'll say, and you killed the most powerful sorceress one as well.
We probably took care of the combatants, shall we say? Yeah.
So any that you catch, there are going to be glimpses as they skitter away and go crawling off, and you slowly make your way through the webbing. until you get down to that one cavern chamber that at the far end of it has this metallic slab with the effigy of this masked knight.
All right, I walk up to it and I'll give us a small, thanks to the masked one for looking over, my shoulder this long, and put my palm into the palm there.
The hand touches the hand on the slab, and indeed it parts aside.
So you
Turned
see,
over.
Robin, he did find the thing he was looking for, and it did help us out. Now do you feel foolish for being so ceaselessly curious?
I'm gonna look over and be like, I still think that it was in my right to know.
I think you know now. I think I know now, as you would have otherwise.
I think that where we're about to cross may not exist in this plane of the world. I think we are entering the Shadowfell. So keep your wits about you.
Why are we going into the Shadowfell? That's a very nice place. I've read about this place.
I
It's
turn
very-
and I step through the door rather than answer the question.
Yes, you peer inside, though nothing about it makes you think you've entered the Shadowfell. In fact, entered into a wonderful vault full of glittering treasure and piles of gold and gems and chests.
I remember you saying
hoard.
They tell Robin he doesn't want to go in. It's scary. Don't go in there.
There's a blue dragon.
There's a blue dragon.
Cast major image is just a blue dragon's mouth.
Well, after I see Captain walk in, I'll begrudgingly follow as well.
Yep. What was I gonna say?
Bag of holding time.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, let's look around here and get what we came for. Yeah.
Yeah, when I get in there, then Taylor the I'll be like, my God, there's so much gold in here.
Yeah, there's like piles of gold. There's lots of chests full of gold and necklaces and goblets and plates and urns and decanters and
as I see all
fine
this,
wines. And the whole thing is just stockpiled with pirate treasure galore.
Are there cameos or intaglios?
Sure, yes, definitely.
I
Though
wanna like run up to the captain and give him a hug and say, I'm so sorry, Captain. I should have trusted you. So much gold.
I check my pockets to make sure his hands aren't in them.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking.
And then I slowly push you away. Take whatever you can carry, but any objects of special interest or anything related to the masked one comes to me.
Fair enough.
And we will divide those later.
Yeah. I'll cast detect magic if you want. That way we can see.
Yeah, I'll just investigate.
sure.
Well, I'm gonna actually call upon the masked one.
Yeah, there's a couple things I can mention that you all will be interested in hearing about.
Yeah.
First of all, there is definitely something, Noxiqual, that makes you think of the masked one in Shadowfell. In the shadowiest corner, and perhaps the shadows grow even deeper in this corner, is a pedestal. And atop the pedestal is a masked helmet set in with onyx and made of black metal.
Well, that's cool. I take off my helmet and
In fact, the one that you shaped resembles it.
Captain, that one looks
almost
about
like I knew what was going to
wearing.
happen. Yes. Well, all very good. I head over to it and I will actually kind of reach out to the masked one as I reach out to the helmet. Because I feel like this is a place that he would be interested in talking to me.
You touch the helmet,
Yep.
and the voice of the masked one echoes as though far away and reverberating through the masked helm. Well, well, well. Isn't this a fine moment indeed? I am very pleased. Very, very pleased. We must speak, and soon, Noxiqual. Don this helmet. It will unite the parts into one.
Can all of us hear this, or just Noxiqual?
All of you.
Oh my goodness! What is that voice? You all heard that, right? That's the masked one.
You've heard his voice before.
Oh, have I
lift
heard
the
his-
helmet?
Okay.
I take a moment to just kind of appreciate the moment, because this has been 38 episodes coming. No, it's been a long time coming, and I just slowly turn the helmet in my hand. It's facing away, so I don't see the face. I will slowly lower it onto my head.
Excellent. You don the helmet. You feel a shudder of power run through you. You feel as though you're growing more clearer, sharper. Something strong is flowing through this, and you do feel a sense of connectedness.
I'm just gonna slowly just let the power kind of, when you flex your muscles, how it feels like I'm kind of flexing the power a little bit.
Yeah, you flex the spiritual muscles, and it is delightful. Yes, most delightful. There's other delights to be had as well. As you all see, there's a number of chests and containers and satchels. And I don't know if you are contained or if you just start diving into it. But there's a lot of different things.
Robin is like all over this. Like he's like going everywhere, looking through everything.
Just rolling.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we have? I guess Noxiqual, he's in his moment, but the rest of you make investigation checks. Yeah.
I'm having my Thanos Infinity Gauntlet moment over here.
Thanos Infinity Gauntlet moment. Just like I am inevitable. You should have gone for the head. There's just like all these things.
Nick?
I'm also going to cast Detect Magic.
Sure, Lykar's got Detect Magic up. There is definitely magic on you.
I got a 27 for my investigation check.
With disadvantage? Because we still have exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yay! I wish I could get the natural 20.
I still got a 27. I rolled the same thing.
Yes.
Well played.
I will get.
I got an 18.
18.
I will get 15 this time.
Yeah, Carl's looking at 18 as well.
Okay, so we're going to start with Robin with the high roll. Robin, roll a D percentile.
D percentile. So that's a D10. All right, that's a 9 and a 40, so that's 49.
49. Okay. Roll a. This is a lot of rolling because this is like treasure hoard stuff. Okay, so bear with me. Roll a D4.
A D4.
Yeah.
What's my
You
favorite?
guys all learn this. Yeah.
I need my black D4. I dropped it. That's a 4.
Roll. So that's determined how many items you just got here.
Boy.
So you're gonna roll 4 D percentiles.
4 D percentile?
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is a little confusing. The first D percentile was to see like how strong of items they are.
Let me get like
Or was how many of them, and then the second D percentile for the this 4 D percentiles are the specific.
No worries. Let me just get the same.
It's all randomized stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out what you're doing because I haven't had to do anything like this yet. So this is good.
Yeah, I wanted to get the same colors of the percentiles so I could like match.
I just want to roll some random dice and find treasure. That sounds
all right.
fun.
So the first one is 2 zeros. That's 100, right? Wait, how did the two? Yes, that's a 2 zeros and a 5.
Oh.
So that. Yeah, and then the second one is an 80.
Hold on, say that again. 2 zeros and a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a 5. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, 100 is double odds. The double zero.
All 3 zeros. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. So yeah, just a 5. My bad. Sorry. I don't.
The best item on the chart. Oh wait, no, actually, I rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can tell you there. That was a potion of greater healing.
Okay, let me write this down real fast. Sorry, I'm pulling up my thing. All right, a potion of greater healing.
Yes.
Potion of greater. All right, that's still decent. All right, the next one is an 85.
85. I can tell you this as well. Whether between knowledge or Lykar's Detect Magic, you can figure this out. It's a cap of water breathing.
Cap of water.
Exactly what it sounds like. You put on the little hat thing, and you can breathe.
I'm saying nothing. All right, the next one is a 76.
76. Dust of dryness.
Dust of dryness. How do you spell dryness?
DRY.
Yes.
Yeah, just like dry, like not wet.
Oh, dryness. Oh,
Dryness.
Gotcha. I thought it was like a name. And the next one is 46.
46. This is a potion of growth. So you bust open this one really nice looking chest and you find these 4 magical baubles inside of it.
Okay.
Let's go to see, Lykar and Card both got 18s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got 18.
Who has the higher intelligence score?
Lykar, I assume.
Let's see.
Oh, it's not
My
Lykar.
intelligence is 10.
Oh, yeah, it's Lykar.
Very nice. So,
Card is well versed in songs, but not well read in books.
Sure. Roll a D percentile Lykar.
Okay. 82.
82. Lykar, you find. Let's see, how am I going to describe this? You find what looks to be a gem of summoning. You've seen these before. You crack it open, and it summons some sort of animal. However, this one seems different. Something looks different about this one. It's a little bit bigger. It has an extra rune etched into it that you haven't seen it before. And instead of being this one solid color, such as a sapphire or an emerald, it's actually a swirl of rainbow colors. So it's some kind of multi-hued magic gem, and you're picking up like this really potent conjuration aura on it.
Cool. Okay.
So that'll bring us to Carderock. Roll a percentile as well.
All right. May Great Cthulhu be with me. And that's going to be an 88.
8.
Need my ring of spell storing.
You have uncovered a potion of gaseous form.
Ooh, fancy.
And Drake is last but not least. Roll a D percentile.
Okay.
Guessing I won't get a roll.
Come again?
I
37.
won't. Oh, yeah.
37?
Correct.
37. You have uncovered what's called a charlatan's die. It's literally like a carved die. It's magical, and you can, I believe it's in Xanathar's guide. I believe you can actually command that it might be a pair of dice, and you can make it roll any
number you want.
Yeah. So it's loaded dice, but they're not weighed. So
Yeah. A very minor item, but perhaps you can find some use for that. Aside from that, there is just this haul of treasure. It's a lot. Like, you're not sure how much, we're just eyeballing it. It's definitely in the dozens of thousands of gold pieces worth of value.
Cool.
How much space would you say that it fills?
A bag of holdings worth.
We have multiple.
Do you have 2 bags of holding?
We do.
yeah, we got 2 bags of holding.
Can you fill them both up? Do they have space inside of them still?
I don't really have
they
anything
shouldn't
in
have.
mind.
Yeah, they shouldn't have much.
They're
in
like,
it.
you're like filling up like 2 whole bags full of gold and gems and we'll say art objects to kind of encompass all the non-coinage things.
How much does a bag of holding hold?
A lot.
200 pounds?
I'll find out for you real quick.
Like that. No, all told, you come across 70,000 gold pieces worth of wealth here.
Nice.
Up to 500 pounds.
Okay, so that'll probably fit in 2 bags of holding.
I'm just going to write that down here on the
Nick,
bottom. 70K gold.
It's 64 cubic feet and 500 pounds.
1,000 pounds of gold is a lot.
Drake would only be able to hold about 450 because he does have some items in it.
We have
already.
70,000 gold pieces. Though? That's
Drake still has that demonic statue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he still has the demonic statue. He's got the rod, which take up about 50 pounds.
That's 14,000 gold pieces each, guys.
Jeez.
What do you mean each, Robin? I'm just fucking with. We do need to, however, portion some of it
To the crew.
small
yeah.
amount to the ship. I feel to pay for. I mean, I do let you ride around on my ship.
Yeah.
I mean, and also to the crew, right? I mean, the crew.
Yeah, it's going to the crew, but I'm not giving them like a Monty Hall. Like they're not getting 10,000 gold or whatever.
Right.
They're gonna get,
They could get
paid their
5.
wages.
They
A
could get
good bit.
Well, let's just say that I've already promised to pay them double what they normally get, which is 5 gold a month. So they're getting 10 gold a month. And
They get like 10 gold a month, and then like we walk out of like this like new city with like all this like crazy stuff on, and they're like, "Where'd you get all this gold?" It's like, don't worry about it. Like,
Do you remember at the end of the Lord of the Rings when they come back with all the fancy clothes and the swords, and everyone's just like, "Oh,
yeah, exactly.
it's like I wish I could got that, but I only get paid 10 gold a month.
Well, you know what? If
Well,
they've fought the
t-shirt is
spiders
I
and
survived
the
the
shipwrecks,
back, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
yeah, like honestly, if they've fought the spiders and fought the shipwrecks and all that, they definitely be entitled to it.
To be fair, 10 gold a month is still a lot for like.
Well, that's for the regular crewmen. For like
Yeah.
the special crewmen, they get probably like 50 gold. For
Yeah,
the
which is a
double pay.
lot. Which is a lot actually, like for a normal person.
Well, you gotta understand, we don't find this sort of thing every day either.
Yeah.
So
All right, so loot and monies and finances that can be handled.
yeah, let's go back to the ship and
That was, what are you doing about Rockhurst Odd and these 35 hold up people?
So
I would
Cord
like
is going to actually pull Noxiqual aside before they go back up about that.
Mhm.
Nox, so an idea has crossed my mind.
Uh-oh.
There are these 35 people who are now in need of a home, as they are, well, mothed out of house and home, as it were.
yeah.
I also happen to know of a newly formed city that is in need of residents. It was mentioned to me by a certain dwarf I met once.
Kivish, yes.
A very lengthy. Oh, you know the man.
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, yes.
Out of curiosity, is Drake in
Should
here?
we not bring them there? They could seek their fortunes in the new prosperity out of the desert.
That would be a bit more out of the way than I wish to go. We still need to go back to Grenadoa. Any who wish to disembark there is less trouble to me. But they do owe debts. Perhaps those who cannot pay them, Kivish could be the holder of their indentured servitude.
So that's an idea. It's possible.
We'll leave
the
that.
immediate
Yeah.
situation?
I say we're gonna take them in a procession to the ship. We'll kind of surround them and keep them moving, single file, going where we need to go.
So they look at each other. They look at you. They're flitting around all over the place. If we leave the room here, will you blaze them back with your magics?
Look, we walked right here with no problems at all. We intend to
The
walk right
spiders have put webs up that will keep most of them away.
We are giving the island to the spiders.
Now, here's the thing. If they do come towards you, we'll protect you as best we can, but try to avoid getting touched by them.
Well, yeah, of course.
All right, well, we're
What
going, then
happened to
stay
old
here.
Barney?
Yeah.
He was running from him and accidentally swallowed one. He fell over to the ground. He even
rather
had those
foolish.
guts turned black.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, stay here
I
then.
I'm going to cast a magic bubble
Form a
around
ring
each of
around
you.
us, warriors. Yes, magicians, form a ring around us. Use your powers to stave them off.
I'm going to look at them all and say, all right, we're giving you sanctuary, but if it's between you all or us, I'm going to pick us. But you can come with us if you want.
How about this? I'm not unreasonable. I can create an illusion that will draw them away.
A giant lamp.
Moths are drawn to light, and if these have any sort of moth-like things, major illusion can create all kinds of things that would make. I'm sure their will saves are not that great.
A moth?
How could they?
It is very wise, Mothgar.
I'm gonna create a glowing like giant bird thing that's just gonna flap and try and like draw them off into the sky.
Very nice. All right. The glowing moon heron is summoned by Noxiqual. Anyone else have any bright ideas?
Bright ideas. Yeah, Nox will probably just like pop off a cast of minor illusion just to like create some little flickery, glinty things around it to make it even more sparkly and appealing.
And worst case, if attraction doesn't seem to be working, because I can test that before anything happens, see if they're all attracted to it. I can certainly make them afraid by casting illusions of maybe webs where we are. And if the they seem to run into the webs. Hopefully they would be afraid of spiders. So, the spider, create a spider around us. So I can hopefully.
You want to step out there and test it?
Yeah, I want to test the glowing bird theory first.
Okay. You poke yourself out of the temple. Well, there's not any moths immediately around you. Do you want to stray outside of the webbed up town?
I mean, what I'm going to say is they're not here at the moment. I will cast my magic to protect us if the case arises. Otherwise, we should take this opportunity to move.
Yeah, we should go now.
Before they come back.
All right, everybody. We're moving out! Yeah, Yaman grabs the satchel of yams. Everyone just grabs quickly whatever they can as you all are exiting the premise.
I'm going to take one of his yams as we leave.
What's that?
Yeah.
I'm going to take one of his yams as we leave and like start eating it.
Get shivved.
All right, you swipe a yam. It's raw. You probably don't want to eat it, but you have the yam, and you all make your way through the town. It's really slow going. A couple of guys are stuck in the webs and like they can't get themselves out of it.
We can cut them free.
Yeah, I'll cut it.
You go back for them, right? You go back. You cut them down. You yank them out.
Yep.
You exit out of the city. Are you walking? Running?
As soon as we get past the webbing sort of stuff, I say we go to a brisk pace, like forced march.
Double tap.
Everyone is not
We're doing a fast march.
not in a panic sprint, but are hustling their way along the footpath through the forest.
That's it. Listen to the man. Keep moving. Keep moving. You stop, you die. Moths are all around. Come with us and live. Yes. There's
a couple of moments where you do see swarms of these moths kick up in the bushes not far away. You can run faster than they can fly, and the moon heron illusion does seem to distract them. They take the bait for a little bit, but as soon as they realize they can't catch the thing or that it doesn't provide them any sustenance, they eventually move on from it. But it does provide some momentary distractions, which buys you and your team here some time.
Yeah.
And you all make your way to the port, and you hear people shout here and there like they see a moth and, oh, there's one there. And are they just being paranoid? Are they really seeing them? You're not sure. You get on board the ship. Are you raise anchor, sail now?
I will get everyone on board, make sure that there's enough room. Is there anything left here in the port that might be valuable that we can take?
There is the rowboat, the single rowboat.
Any food, supplies, anything? I
Nothing
don't mind if there's a barrel.
There's this one shed. Maybe it's a shed or a little small dock house.
Okay. Well,
you want Drake to go break in and see if they can grab anything in it?
Yeah, go ahead and break in there. I mean, if there's a barrel of water, a barrel of food, whatever, I'll take it.
All right, Drake, you break in there.
Drake breaks in and just whatever's in there, he's just going to stuff straight into the bag of
Okay, you get some fishing gear, some rope, and some water.
That might be valuable.
And you take that back aboard the ship. When you're out there, you do see some moth just here and there from kind of all angles. coming out of the woods, being drawn to the activity of the ship at the port here.
Let's get underway then after you
Yeah,
get
Drake.
back.
Is it bright day or is Drake able to shadow step?
Oh, by now it's probably nearing nightfall.
Okay, yeah, he's just going to shadow step right onto the boat.
Okay. And Nox, Kobe the Lion, your trusted first mate, comes to you, and he says that one of the crewmen swatted a moth, and now the guy's hand is starting to turn black.
Send him to Carderock. I'm going to see if Carderock can do something about it.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it was some kind of poison.
I'll fill you in. The moths are basically necrotic, and if you touch them, they'll start rotting you away.
Oh, God, I almost swatted one, but it got away from me.
Good.
And where's the hand? No, don't touch me with it, you ingrate. I don't want whatever it
I don't
is.
have the hand. It's still on the man. Well, hurry.
Well, bring it here and let me see it from a reasonable distance away.
The ship is sailing. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we're sailing, and Carderock will see if...
They row. There's rowing as well. You exit the port swiftly. This man is brought before Carderock, and he looks like he's suffering a lot.
Robin is also quite curious, though. Robin's
It burns! He's got this like blackened bit starting to spread, and it's smelling kind of bad.
Well, that doesn't look good. What happened?
I just swatted one of those moths, and
Why did you swat them off? You're not supposed to swat.
We should amputate.
Oh, you could get a hook, man. You'd be a real pirate.
All right, so looking at the guy, is there anything I can tell about this curse? Have I seen anything like it before? Is there any way I might know
Is
how
it a curse? Is it just damage?
Make a medicine check.
All right,
Could just be necrotic damage for all you know.
yeah, it's very true. All right, medicine. The one wisdom skill I do not have.
This is completely out of character, but are we actually going to also search the ship, make sure there's no more of these damn things on board?
What would Esper ever do something? Yes.
Because here's the thing,
Guess what? I have a goblin zombie who's great at dealing with these things. I wonder if...
Have him eat the moths, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
16
Put him on a leash.
Them, they tasty.
It's like, yes, find them. Like, I imagine like a sniffing dog. He's like wandering around the ship, sniffing them out.
Carderock?
16 on the medicine check.
You've never seen this before. You haven't heard of it. It looks to be some kind of fast-acting lethal disease.
So it looks like it's spreading throughout him?
Oh, it's
Not
spreading
yet.
through his hand.
Yeah, it's just on his hand at the moment. But from what you observed in Rockhurst Odd, it seems like this disease is quick enough that it can kill a person within a day or two.
Lykar,
Yes.
you once told me you were stricken by a disease. Was it something like this?
No.
No. Well, worth a try.
Yes. It took a god to cure me.
I'm gonna look over and I'm gonna look at Carter. But do you think we're going to have to amputate it? Like Kobe said, you could get a hook. Wouldn't that be nice?
At the very least. Noxiqual,
Can't you use your magic, your holy...
I wish for you to promise me that no matter what happens, you are not going to blame any unfortunate fate on me if I act upon this man.
I make no promises, but please continue.
I will do what I can to save the man, but should he meet a horrible fate, it is not my fault. You know this, yes?
I mean, depends on what you do to him. If you stab him through the throat, then I feel like I would blame you for that.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yes. Continue.
So, all right, the hand is afflicted, but the rest of him seems fine.
Why don't you try some of your paladin bullshit?
So,
it worked for Robin's crotch.
See, that's the exact problem.
True, it's
Lay on
true.
hands does involve laying on of hands, and Card is very hesitant to do that with somebody who's been touched.
Wait a second. Does that mean that you touched me?
What kind of a paladin are you?
Card, does that mean you touched me when you fixed that That thing.
I don't know
I just
where I was
poked you in the forehead and did that.
Oh, that's right. You poked me on the forehead. Right.
So what you're saying is that you could also just poke him on the forehead.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this and say, "God,
I'm not sure why you're hesitating both in or out of game.
Oh well, out of character. I mean, it is
The
a
man was like,
yeah.
"You are a paladin. Oh, divine, bless me, please. The healing of the gods, I beseech you."
All right.
Chop his
Stand
hand
still.
off.
Stand still.
Yes, Carderock, use your
Noxiqual.
Yeah.
If I am stricken by this curse and perish, I am coming back as a specter haunting you.
Oh, okay.
And he
We
will
know, kill you first and make you my specter.
He'll spend all 10 points of his lay on hands pool on this guy just to see if it does anything.
Mm-hmm. Most excellent. You use the disease cleansing power of a paladin, and the alleviation, or the suffering alleviates in the subject. He falls onto the ground, quivering. Oh, I thought I was going to die.
Yes, well, you aren't the only one. I'm glad that worked.
I have no faith in your own abilities. What kind of divine being?
However, that hand, it doesn't look good.
It did no good. Okay.
Unless you have some kind of more powerful healing, he still has like a partially rotted hand.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but you're confident the disease is wiped from him. If you just can fix that hand situation, he'll be okay.
someone fetch a hot brand. Nox, would you like to do the honors? You're going to look like a real pirate soon, aren't you, old boy?
Give me some rum. Kobe, there you go. Drink up. Get it over with. Get it over with.
Don't worry. You'll get a nice hook. It'll be fun.
Drake,
Just to make sure, I'm pretty sure nobody has this, but no one has like a regenerative heal type, like
Greater
a
restoration.
heal. Yeah.
but I have a question, Esper.
Mm-hmm.
If Drake were to stun him, would that help with the pain?
You want to stun him right?
Well, like just lay a hand on him. And
I have
just,
a potion of greater healing. I don't know if that would do anything.
Specifically, I'm looking for an effect that's not just hit points.
Great to
Something that
healing.
specifically like regenerates the body.
Right.
Correct.
Sure.
Regeneration would do it.
No, Drake. I was thinking like Drake would just like put a hand on and then spend the key to like push to do like a rare stunning strike without hitting him.
All right, Drake is going to provide the lightning duration anesthesia here. Carderock, are you doing the honors of chopping the hand?
Unless Nox wants to do it. Take crewman.
Oh, my God, pussyfooting around. I just pull my sword out and then I will slice the hand
Right
off after.
before he does it, Drake is going to cast the stun.
Yep.
Do the stunning strike.
I just kind of line it up and then I
Carderock, make another medicine check if you would, real quick.
All right.
make sure that you don't just kill this guy.
All right.
Oh,
So
what?
I made a medicine check. What about
Okay, so Samba comes down
it's 4?
and
that
the guy's hand off. Blood starts spurting from the stump. As soon as he's unstunned, he's shrieking.
Can I go over and like I don't want to like cast firebolt, but can I like burn like so that stops the bleeding, like cauterize it?
Cauterize it with firebolt. Okay.
I don't want to actually burn.
You're burning him. What do you think cauterizing is?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't want to like blow him up. But yeah,
So-
cauterize
Card, meanwhile, having rolled a 4 on his medicine check, is holding the burning brand there, I guess a little bit too slow in applying it, such that Robin got there first.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Robin, I was going to use this, but I suppose that's one way of doing it.
Well, you should have done that faster as he's screaming. Like, stop screaming. It'll be assumed.
Oh my
Give
god!
this man some more rum.
We need to name this fellow now. So I'm going to name him.
Stumpy.
No.
Well, that'll be the nickname.
Yes. Don't
Let's-
worry, Stumpy. It'll be all right. What's your real name again, by the way?
It doesn't matter.
I'm going
Drake is
to
just
name
constantly casting stunning strike on the
I'm
guy.
gonna
Just like,
him Dunniford.
Duniford. Now, was this one of the Desperado crewmates that came on just this past couple days?
This was someone that you hired about a year ago.
Oh, so this was one of those,
but not one of those brand new Desperado guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Then he's definitely sticking with me.
What was his name again?
Duniford.
I'm gonna, as I'm burning it, Duniford. That's a. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Stumpy. I think Stumpy suits you better.
I will. Is there some spare metal or stone or something on the ship or something?
Sure.
What I'd like to do is actually take like a piece of metal or something, and I will cast my molding, and I want to mold a cap over top of this.
Okay.
So basically, create him a nice little, completely sealed metal stump.
All right. So you cap off the wound, and maybe at a later point you'll give him some kind of implement of Noxiqual pirate.
Make it airtight.
I'm gonna take the metal stump. I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna pull out my dagger and carve in Stumpy on it.
You realize he could just punch you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it though. See if he lets me do it.
He's in far too much pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, look, he's got his name on his little stump now.
Utters to Carderock, "Heal me, please."
I believe I have done.
You're not going to spend any more healing.
Well, he spent all his lay on hands. Have we long rested yet? I don't think so, right?
Wait, how do you only have 10 points of lay on
Long
hands?
rested.
Because he's only a second level paladin, remember?
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna look at the man and be like, well, we kind of used a lot of healing already on you. You'll be fine. You're just in pain. It'll be all right.
He does have cure wounds. When there's a long rest, he can cast cure
Take
wounds.
some mercy on him, and I will cast suggestion, and I suggest that he ignore the pain.
I don't know that. Does that work that way?
Well, Esper will be the final judge, but I feel like suggestion could do things that mentally you could do yourself.
Warsor,
I feel that you could ignore pain if you were, able to hypnotize yourself and do that sort of thing.
Here's what I'll have you do. You cast your suggestion and also make an intimidation check.
Really? Okay. I mean, sure.
Warsor, you're really, really robotic-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
There's not much I can do except give me a moment. 16.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yep,
There you are.
16.
Okay.
Yeah, 16.
All right. So what you do is you cast your suggestion spell and basically tell the man what you just told me, grit through it and just deal with it. Don't let you outdone by the pain.
I said ignore the pain.
I would say the pain's rather unignorable. It's so excruciating, but you at least get the man to stop writhing on the ground. He stands up and just grabs the jug of rum out of Kobe's hand. Give me this. I'm gonna go lay down for a while.
I'm gonna slap him on the back and be like, "Don't worry, Stumpy, you'll be all right."
Don't call me that.
What's your name, right? I thought
Stumpy Nub.
Unless you want to be known as Stumpy, I would suggest you cease.
But I have both of my hands. He's the one who doesn't have a hand.
I still have my sword unsheathed.
Robin, do listen to the man's words. Is there not an implication?
Well, fair enough. But do you guys remember his real name?
Duniford, of course.
Yes.
I've been sailing with you on this ship for quite a while. I remember the man's name.
To pause the campaign.
Yeah.
We'll resume next time with the Storm's Eye sailing swiftly out from Dusk Isle to Grindoa. Thank you all for playing. It was a strange session full of odd occurrences and perhaps macabre overtones.
Very varied. Lots of occurrences occurring.
I think it was an excellent session. I mean, I got 2 magic items of artifact level. So,
I got 14.
Yes. There will be more details about that to come, but you and the masked one will be pleased. We'll have to. There's going to be a scene with the masked one as well, but we'll get into all that in the next session. All right, thanks once again, everyone, and I will see you in 2 weeks for the next session.
Nightmare.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Until next time.